time.
Let's go.
This show fucking stinks, and the fact that you listen, we are very, very thankful for it. AJ, you never cease to amaze me with your toxicity, pal.
You got a couple of these?
God damn it! What the fuck are you doing?
Fuck Boston.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to our humble abode, the Thunderdome, on this Dan Orlovsky is a Disgusting Liar Thursday. June 29, 2023. This program starts right now.
Sports
are happening around us. The NHL draft was last night. We will certainly dive into that because there was an epic moment whenever Carey Price didn't know who the fuck they were drafting. And also there was potentially the next generation of the NHL picked to the Chicago Blackhawks. We'll dive into that because that is sport and things did happen. Baseball is happening as well. There's some lacrosse taking place. The United States is playing against every other country. Obviously, we're beating the shit out of them in a World Lacrosse Championship, so we're excited for that. We'll also take some phone calls on a 5-Energy phone line, 1-833-432-3663, 1-833-4-DONE. We'll have JC Tretter on, the NFLPA president.
Okay.
Not the executive director, the president, about the process of hiring a new executive director as DeMaurice Smith stepped down out of the middle of nowhere.
Wild.
DeMaurice Smith's been in there literally since I was drafted. My rookie symposium was his first time, I think, addressing NFL players as the executive director. 14 years he's been doing this thing.
Damn.
And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he's stepping down, he's out of here. Boom, here's a new guy you never heard of. He is now in charge. And as an ex-player, and ex-players that we talked to, excited to hear from JC Tretter, who was a part of the decision-making process, about how it all went, why we picked this Lloyd guy, and does this mean insurance forever?
Hey.
And we'll also have Lane Johnson on, another big guy Thursday here. Lane Johnson has the offensive line masterminds, I do believe, next weekend, which is very much like the tight end university and pass rush summit and everything else going along. All the big boys gather up to work on some technique, have some beers, and enjoy some fellowship amongst the big guys who don't get enough respect. We cannot wait to chat with Lane. He's in the middle of a media run right now.
That's right.
He was on Good Morning Football this morning. Looked like, his beard was a little disheveled. A real close-up shot of him on his thing. So I called and talked to him about what time he was going to come on this program, and he said, I'm in Napa. That was like 6:10 a.m. or whatever they had me up for that thing. I was like, Lane, you crushed it. Can't wait to chat with him. Can't wait to chat with AJ Hawk. And joining us in about 30 seconds will be that lion for kids. For kids.
Mother fudger.
This fudging guy.
This guy.
Anyways, the Talks Table is here. At Ty Schmidt, at Boston Connor, and at Boston Connor's Mullet. Looks great. Still growing in fantastically. One half of the hammer. Dahn Cowboys looks great. Wearing a Pittsburgh Pirates gift, I do believe, right?
Yeah, the boys are back on a run. This came from the Pirates organization. You know, since they feel like they've been trying a little better.
Oh, you can say more.
Yeah, you said
we. We heard it.
You know, they've reached out to us. They've sent us that beautiful jacket, some jerseys, stuff like that. You know, it feels like we're really building a budding relationship with the Pirates.
It does. It's nice being there. It also feels like they're attempting to win. They gave a guy over $100 million. That hasn't happened in a long time. Excited about that. Baseball's tough to talk about, so that's about enough. One man has played in the NFL for 14 years.
Damn.
One man has said that at the age of 39, he could run a 4.5 flat or faster in a 40, no problem. Actual quote, I could jog a 4.5 right now. Now, whenever he was coming into the NFL, he ran a 4.2. 840, and obviously ran one time, said, I'm not running it ever again. Ladies and gentlemen, icon Pac-Man Jones is here. Pac, we'll talk about your 40 that is potentially happening after the show today, or potentially not due to weather, AQI, and other outlying factors that popped up this morning. We'll dive into that and more, but joining us right now is a guy who decided, and
pencil pimp.
He is a pencil pimp.
Yes.
That is a good way to describe what he did just yesterday. And
That's right.
I guess that is something that happens in golf, but you would hope it wouldn't happen for philanthropy purposes.
No, not for the kids.
For a donation, charitable purposes. You would hope somebody wouldn't do that. You would hope that their competitive drive would drive them to a point where they would become a pencil pimp and kind of be a prick about the whole damn thing. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us now is a guy who scored an 82 yesterday at Oakmont when he needed to score below an 82 and a half. And then some internet sleuths said, I just did the math. That ain't, that's an 83 there, Dan. Ladies and gentlemen, Dan Orlovsky. Dan, Dan, I appreciate you interrupting your workout, to stop by and talk to us. And I would like to put it on the record that although the internet had told me and everybody else to check the math on Dan Orlovsky's Oakmont card, the internet told me to do that. I had not reached out to you and said, Dan, fucked up what you did.
A little bit.
Dan, on his own accord, now I assume he also saw on the internet the corrections and the tweets that came. He texted me and said, I fudged up. Okay?
Okay.
I fudged up.
Fair.
I actually shot an 83, and I would like to correct that. But let's do the math again, because if you did fudge up, now we got to wonder about everything you say if you can't do simple math.
That's right.
Now, this happened in the middle of the show. So whenever I got sent this, it's not like I'm going to go, okay, what did Dan shoot?
Yeah,
let me go through every
No.
single one. Dan, let me know. Dan is the quarterback guru. 5 plus 4 is what?
9.
Okay, you put those 2 5s together. That's what? 10. So that's a 19 there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you add the 3. Ooh, the guy got a birdie right there. That's
Wow.
22.
22.
And then
21.
what's that?
And that's what happened when I was adding on the phone.
Huh?
Oh, he had 21 there instead of 22.
That was where it went wrong, huh? You got a birdie in your everything just collapsed? Holy shit. This is the best hole I've ever had. Oh, my God. Am I at 22? No, can't be. Got to be 21. I got a birdie on Oakmont. They need to deduct another one. Is that what happened? Or how did we miss? And, I trusted you, Dan.
Yeah.
We did.
We all did.
The golf community.
Everybody.
America.
Trusted you, Dan. Well, how'd this happen? Why'd this happen? There was no ill intent involved in it. You weren't trying to pawn off a donation. Because Stephen A. has said, that brother is cheap.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You weren't trying to. How'd this happen, Dan? And would you like to explain yourself a little bit?
I prepared a written statement.
It sounds like Aaron when he didn't want to get the vaccine.
Yeah.
But I do appreciate whatever you're about to do.
Same thing.
Floor is yours.
I didn't prepare a written statement. So I did not see it in the mentions. What happened was, get done with Pittsburgh, on the phone with you. I believe I texted you with 2 holes to go saying, hey, I need to par out to make 82 or to beat the score, whatever. Obviously didn't do that. I went bogey. I think I made 4 bogeys in a row. What happened was, call you, 82, this and that. Get in the car, did not go to Prune High School or Plum High School.
Whoa.
Right.
Whoa.
A good one, bro.
Plum High School.
Good one.
I mean-
Almost as good as your math. Prune High School.
Son of a bitch.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Keep going, dude. It's Plum.
You okay? You okay?
Well, I'm kind of disgusted, even more disgusted at the level of
'cause I don't know the
disgustivity I
name of
was. Now it's
this
getting
thing.
even worse.
I get on the plane, land. My buddy calls me and he said, "You're an idiot." And I said, "What's up?" He goes, "You shot 83. You miscounted on the front." I said, "No, I didn't. I shot 82." He said, "You shot 83." FaceTimed me, and he was like, 5 and 4, 9, 5 and 5, 19, 3. And I go, 21. He goes, 22, idiot.
Oh.
So just what? Like one of those things like 19 and 3, 21. Like that's just how you 5, 5, 10, 2, 2, 4, 10, 10, 20, 19, 3, 21. How is that even like that's your net? Because you did it on the course, obviously, with the scorecard, and you also did it in the plane. So your brain has just always thought 19 plus 3 is 21. That's like a little cheat code for you?
No, I didn't do it on the plane. I did it like at lunch right after, right? Like kind of when I texted you or FaceTimed you or called you, whatever. And then didn't do it until he called me and told me like, you miscounted.
The locker room, that would cost him another $2,000.
Yeah, I got to get taxed for that.
Yeah, you gotta get taxed.
At least.
He know.
Because he even did the.
I mean,
I'll tell you what.
Did you really think that I purposely said 82, but also put the evidence on social media to disprove that?
Interesting. But
Kinda.
I think what
I
you
don't
did is a good case study about how if you write the right narrative in the caption, the actual image and things do not
Doesn't
matter.
Don't
matter.
Do not matter because
On
that
the
happens to
internet.
us. That happens to
all
us
the
a
time.
lot.
Internet, come on. On the internet, it'll always matter.
Well,
It'll
yeah,
always-
at some
always
point.
be-
At some point, which you might not have read. You might have been able. I might be able to sneak by.
Yeah, they won't notice.
Oh, you dipshits on the internet.
Yeah,
I went to UConn.
Listen, people have done a lot of crazy things in their uber competitive drive to win.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Like especially in this modern era.
Yep.
There's people doing some crazy things to win stuff. Now, it was supposed to be $1,000 donation.
Yeah.
Got to tax you for lying.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's $2,500.
Yep.
And then since it's like the way it is, and he called her high school prune. Like,
Took a victory lap.
came on. Sorry about it.
Yeah, did the whole victory lap thing.
And then he did the 3 out of 10. Hey, just want to let you know,
Yeah.
it was only a 3 out of 10 on hardness.
Also,
Normally a hardness. So
holes under.
$5,000 donation, you make it right, and we just kind of.
Hey,
Just got to kind of wear that one.
Yeah,
Whoa.
Sorry, Dan. Yeah.
Sorry, Dan.
Sorry, Dan.
That's what's happening.
I care about the kids? First tee, dude. First tee.
I don't agree with $5,000.
Well,
Sorry, Dan.
19,
should have thought of
3,
that.
21. Ooh, they won't even notice.
Yeah.
Don't you think that is worth that? And then in the locker room, too, drained full.
Yeah.
Just gave Oakmont my best today.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
So pumped.
That type of, because he's a model now.
True.
Yes.
So, like, that type of look is at least worth something in there.
Absolutely. Sell one of your blazers to pay for it, Orlovsky.
All right, let's meet at 4,000. Easy.
Yeah.
You donate $4,000. Yeah.
Come on.
Come on.
4,000 for miscounting and telling you about it.
Well, you lost 1,000,
Costly
so
mistake.
it's gonna cost you another 1,000. This
Yeah.
is
2,000.
two more
Right.
1,000 for the kids since you
Times
didn't go by
two.
Plum High School.
Yeah, bingo. Prune.
Yeah.
You remember you said
And if you're miscounting, 19 and 3, one of your kids ain't going to college. So,
So don't worry about that. Take it out of that
Take it
fund.
out.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Whoever has the 19.3 equals 21 brain out of your kids,
Yep.
just go
Boom.
right to that fund. So
Yep.
they ain't going to college.
Connor in the face.
You know what, Dan? That's funny enough because I have a question for you. Do you support the troops? Because I honestly don't know.
At this stage, can't. Don't want to donate. Lie
What?
about your score.
What?
Hate the kids a plum.
What?
And then also potentially, but he is speaking at a PLL event.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
I did see that.
Okay, whatever that fee that they're giving you, just,
Yeah, boom.
Yeah.
damn.
Add a can of corn in there.
You know what I mean, Dan?
I don't get paid to do that stuff. I just do that because I enjoy it.
And also good connections for your kids later. They didn't look cross. I mean, it's good play.
Right.
Good business play by you. Good business play. Good business play
In
by you.
Fairfield.
Oh, that being said, let's just put the value of that.
So
In the-
happy when you called me this morning. When I texted you last night to tell you about it, you were like, "You're gonna have to come on the show," and I was like, "All right." I'm so glad I said all right.
You're a good man, Dan. You're a good man. Whatever you decide to donate, okay? Whatever you decide to donate, it'll be more than enough for what you've given back to society. With this very genuine, meaningful apology that you've delivered here from outside your gym. And we want to let you know we're incredibly thankful for it, aren't we?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Thank you, Dan.
In your corner, Dan.
We're on your side, Dan.
Do the right thing.
This guy donated $5,000 to first tee today.
Wow. There
Hell
it
yeah.
is. Let's go.
That's a good guy.
Good
Throwing the game of
person.
golf.
All right, Dan. Thank you, pal. We appreciate you.
Are you still gonna make $1,000 donation?
You lost.
Sure.
Yeah, so-
For the good of the cause.
All right, donate to the troops for Boston Connor.
Fucking amen.
Hell yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Dan Orlovsky.
Yeah. Oh.
That was great.
Genuinely so defeated.
Yeah.
He's
He
just
was.
defeated.
Not that he could do that.
No,
Rush.
no.
Just got out of a workout, too. He's exhausted.
Yep.
He probably just did the Murph.
He was
that's,
working hard.
that's the type of stuff. He does the body weight stuff.
Definitely hot in Connecticut, too.
It's hot everywhere. You
Yeah.
know what they're
Oh, yeah.
saying?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
83 is a pretty good score, too. Like, he probably felt pretty damn good
Yeah.
about
Oh,
that.
yeah. Yeah, but it can't be.
Yeah.
Now
That wasn't a bet.
Cost
Not
him.
now.
Worst
Cost him
83
$5
of his
grand.
life.
that either, by the way. Now,
Yeah. Was it an 83 or was it a 93?
What tees did he play from?
Well, they already said it was shortened and it was a whole thing. So I don't
Yep.
even know if the tees matter at this stage. Probably, I would say probably the, I don't even know what tees they have there. There's like a combo tee at some places.
Yep.
Like some of those really nice courses. It's for like normal humans that play the really nice course. It's in between like the tips and like blue. It's like a combo thing.
I would guess if his handicap is what he says it is, he probably played the tips.
Yeah, would have to.
Yeah.
I
But
would
is
assume.
his handicap what he
I
says?
doubt if he played the tips.
He beat the shit out of everybody there, huh?
He did.
Yeah, he played well.
The whole crew was like, damn, Dan's killing it. And he's like, yeah, I shot 82. They're like, yeah, probably. You know what I mean?
I believe
Probably
it.
played, He probably played the Blues.
Chuck and Kevin were like, definitely. You know what I mean? And then Clib's over there saying, I believe it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
course.
Clib had no clue what was going on, though.
Clib, and we told the guy,
What is Kevin's score, though? Can y'all read that?
Kevin has 9,
15,
15, 22, 27, 30, 46
46.
on the front, 10, 19, 29, 37, 42 on the back,
80.
88.
88.
Yeah.
88. Not bad. Hey,
Jeez.
hey, way to go, Kev. A lot of sticks out here.
Yeah.
Also, Dan kind of fell apart on the back nine
Yeah, he
there.
did.
Yeah, he said he had 4 bogeys straight.
Yeah, he got in his head about it. That's why.
Oh, he said, I'm going to get it.
Yeah.
But naturally, that was the golf god saying, you already lied.
Yep.
No,
Yeah.
Dan.
You remember? Because he lied on
that'll
hole
happen.
5 or whatever.
Right.
As soon as he
Anyways.
wrote that 38 down, his round went to shit.
All right. Well, let's move on before we have JC Tretter join us to talk about the new executive director for the NFLPA and how that whole thing came to be kind of out of nowhere. Let's talk about what happened last night. Last night, the NHL draft took place, and you could watch on ESPN, which I did, or on NHL Network, which I believe the boys did.
Right.
Right, Ty? You watched on NHL Network?
Well, I wanted to. I wanted to watch. I was watching it on ESPN, and I couldn't keep watching. I mean, Bucci was great. Everyone they had up there was great. I just couldn't help but notice that they lacked one specific weapon of mass destruction.
Okay.
One man by the name of David Satriano.
Okay.
He was absent from the ESPN coverage because he works on NHL.
Mm-hmm.
I bump over to NHL, and he's not on there either.
What?
So what the fuck's going on? Okay, this is bullshit.
I don't think I've ever heard of this guy until maybe this morning whenever I received a message from him.
Yeah.
He is an NHL Network employee?
I believe so, yeah. Big-time hockey writer,
Been in the
senior
media world
hockey
a
writer.
long time.
And I loved his coverage yesterday on 60 Diamonds in the morning where they went over the 60 best draft picks of all time.
It was good.
And you tweeted, does anyone know
who this weapon of mass destruction on NHL Network is?
And you would say that description of this man now named as Dave is a compliment.
Massive compliment. I think all of us would agree.
Yeah.
We have
Say I if you think being called a weapon of mass destruction is a compliment. I. Okay.
Called TC that recently, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
And
don't
he's
just throw
speed flying.
WMD out
Yeah.
there fucking all
willy-nilly. Exactly.
Boom.
So what happened? Why has this become a topic of conversation if he wasn't on the draft last night, which is what we're trying to talk about?
Well, because David Satriano didn't take kindly to this. He DM'd me and basically said, you're a scumbag. You got to know what you're doing on social media. I wasn't doing anything. You ruined my day. He didn't like what people were saying in the comments, which I thought were rather tame. I mean, we've gone through a lot of stuff recently with us going to ESPN. Like, there's a difference between taking it on the shins and really taking it on the shins.
Yeah. Taking a weapon of mass destruction to the shit.
Exactly.
Like an actual one.
Exactly.
Boom. Yeah.
So I basically just said, hey, listen, sorry. It was a compliment. It was meant to be a compliment.
Always.
I can't control what people are going to say in the comments. I just can't do it, I apologize. And he said, oh, yeah, I'm sure you did. I'm sure you liked my coverage. So I said, all right, whatever. I'm not going to keep going back and forth with this guy. And then, of course, I wake up this morning at about 6:30 with a text from you. And he essentially DM'd you. And he emailed Phil, and I can only assume this guy was trying to get me fired for tweeting this yesterday.
No way.
Yes.
You should have seen my surprise when I got this message. I was baffled.
What?
I had no idea what was happening. I was reading his message.
Yeah.
It was very well thought out. He informed me that he'd been in media longer than I have been, and then he referenced the reputation of Ty and our show in there.
Whoa.
He was not happy. He was not. So I had to look back and ask what happened.
Yeah.
I called Ty in the office. I go, Ty.
Which you never do either.
Never,
ever.
Never do.
Not Ty, anybody.
Ty, what happened? And then Ty just shows me that tweet, and I go, this is what this is all from? There has to be more. And Ty goes, well, he DM'd me, and I told him it was a massive compliment because it was a massive compliment.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it is.
yeah, I would view that as a massive compliment as well. And then I get to follow up that Phil got an email as well.
Yep.
He was pissed. Well, we would like Dave to know, hey, we're on your side, bub.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm never going to say anything nice about anyone ever again. So,
No.
It's a good rule of thumb.
That's a cross that Dave Satriano is going to have to bear.
Yeah.
Because I'm never going to say anything remotely nice to anyone ever again. If that's the response I'm going to get.
Don't let this guy do that.
Yeah, you need to keep the positive
Don't worry
light.
about this.
No,
Thank you, Pac.
don't listen to them. I'm with you. I'm never saying anything nice about anyone.
No,
ever
we can't
again
do it.
either.
No, that's what everybody else
Come
does.
on,
That's not what we do.
because that is the
know what?
highest
Me
of high
either.
that's the medal of honor of compliments, and we got people saying that it's a goddamn disrespectful comment. No way. I stand with Ty here. I'm not backing down.
I stand with you as well.
Oh, my
you.
God,
Come on,
no.
man.
We need more nice stuff being said.
No more. Not like this. Now I guess we'll just point out when people are being assholes. Or can we at least look at the comments to see if they were that bad?
No. We don't need to spotlight those.
I didn't even see them.
But what we need everybody to know is Dave's just trying to do his job.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's all Dave was trying to do this entire time,
We were trying to honor it.
and he did. Anyways, let's move on.
Okay.
I'm happy we kind of handled that.
Yeah.
Dave, we're on your side. Look, we even got a fucking stick.
Look at that.
Exactly.
We'll even give you know what, Dave, for the great work that you did.
Yep.
Now, I did think about firing Ty.
Yeah, which is definitely what he wanted.
I mean, has he seen what you bear every single day?
Baby Lordo.
Yeah. His network's trophy.
Anyways, we do apologize for the misunderstanding, Dave. And Connor did bring up some things while we were kind of trying to figure out how to handle all this. And Connor wanted Ty to tell Dave that he'd been fired.
Yep.
And he now has to move and his house is going to go into foreclosure.
Excommunicado.
And I would like to let everybody know I was the adult in the room. I said, let's just address it on the show and let's move on.
Yep.
Ty's not been fired.
No.
Dave, we hope to see more of you.
Yep.
And you are a fucking weapon, dude.
Yes.
Absolute weapon.
Absolute weapon.
No, but we can't say that anymore.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yep. Rescind that.
All right. Joining us now is a weapon in the football world.
Yeah.
He is the player representative at the highest level of the NFLPA, voted on by his peers. An absolute dog, big brain having fella. Ladies and gentlemen, JC Tretter. What's up, JC? I see you got froze there in our stick taps for Dave Satrion. We'll call you back, JC. We'll call you back.
Oh, man.
We will call you back.
Oh, boy. And you know what it might have been? You called him a weapon. It turns out it complimented
That
people.
might be Satriani in there.
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be.
What was the reputation he mentioned, by the way? I didn't know.
No, he just said, I know Ty/your show's reputation. I'm like, what?
After he had said that he'd never heard of me or had no idea who this guy was.
Well, he said his friend had to show it to him to tell him who it was.
What is the... that's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. I would like to hear what that is as well.
Kind.
I was reading his message, and I felt bad for him because I'm like, obviously, this guy hasn't been on TV a lot. Like, pal, you should see every time I'm on TV, anything I do, I get killed. This is just kind of a part of the gig.
Right.
Things happen on the internet. People are going to say stuff. So whenever somebody compliments you, I think you gotta,
That's why I was so taken aback.
you know what I mean? You got to eat those.
Exactly.
Bookmark him.
Hopefully, Satriani finds his way on TV more.
Dave.
I'd love that.
What's that, Pack?
Give me a kiss.
You're giving him a kiss? Hug? Hug and a kiss?
Yeah.
Satriani is going to go stick, gloves, jersey on all of us. And we need to know that. I wonder if he was trying to get me to fire you, though. That's what you thought it was? Like,
Yeah. I really did. Because I thought at first when I saw that he had DM'd you, I was
oh,
like,
my God. When we
All
go
right.
on ESPN, it's going to be so loud.
Yeah, times 50.
Oh,
Times
my-
50.
oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's why we're not complimenting anybody anymore.
He went to the principal.
Just avoid this.
Dude, that's awesome. I would like to hear Phil's first thoughts whenever he read it. I cannot wait. Like, Phil reading that, just the way Phil kind of handles everything. Him reading that, just, this guy the fuck out of my email. Joining us now is the president of the NFLPA, a player with a massive brain, also a massive piece of the decision to hire the new executive director of the NFLPA, which is Lloyd Howe, which we obviously all knew who it was, JC Tretter. JC, how you doing?
Doing great. Doing great.
Hey, congratulations on the new executive director, right? We're happy about this. We're happy about this. And also, how long has this whole process been going? I did see you tweet out that you were very proud that you were able to run a confidential search for a new executive director and kind of kept it under wraps. And everybody in that room keeping a secret is impossible in 2023. If you could just lay out how we got to this point and why DeMaurice Smith is stepping down, I think we'd be very, very appreciative, JC.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'll take you all the way back to 2021. D was up for re-election. He made it known to the board that he was going into his final term if he was reelected. So the guys knew D was on his way out, was going to move on. And we had a really candid conversation about how to properly transition the role. And we knew we needed to cast a wide net, find kind of the most possibly qualified people we could. And we knew that was going to take time. So D was reelected, and at that next rep meeting in March of 2022, we started laying out what this process was going to look like. The EC was up for election, so we kind of framed it as the EC that the board elects at this meeting is going to really be driving the search. And the board entrusted 11 guys to start this process and to run it. And we had our orders from the board. So this process has been really going on since March of 2022. We went out and hired a search firm, Russell Reynolds, who was wonderful to work with. We did internal and external stakeholder interviews. So we reached out to all the reps, the EC, the senior staff at the union, former players, former player leaders. And we asked them, what do you look for in a leader of the union? Like, who should we be looking for? You tell us, and then the EC will go find it. So Russell Reynolds handled those interviews, put together a document, and then that was our job to go find those things. We opened it up for anybody to apply. Well, we had Russell Reynolds going out and looking for qualified candidates, but we wanted anybody who felt like they should be the next executive director to be able to apply to put their hat in the ring. It was then the EC's job to vet and qualify the candidates. So the EC spent, I kept track, 570 hours of work vetting and qualifying candidates, interviews, background checks. And that's not there's 11 of us. We have a 1 hour meeting. That's 11 hours. We have an hour meeting, and that's 1 hour total. So we had 570 hours of meetings as a group. So it was a ton of work by the EC. The board understood that if we really wanted highly qualified candidates to get involved with us, some might have jobs, some might sit on boards. They don't want their names out there because it makes it really uncomfortable for their current position if they're looking for a job. So they understood if we really wanted the best of the best to get involved and potentially lead our union going forward, they wanted us to keep it confidential and do everything we can to bring the best of the best there to them. So we brought them to the board this week. The board had time to interview. I know some people say the board needs to vet and qualify. That's not the board's job. The board's job is to interview and pick the best. Our job was to vet and qualify as an executive committee because we were never going to have 570 hours to give to the board for them to have time to vet and qualify. That's why we put all the time in and all the work. And then in the end, the board picked an awesome new ED. And I think the vibes of that room when the announcement came down were unmatched. It really felt like you won a football game. It felt like you were back in the locker room, the celebration. It was really awesome.
Okay, well, congratulations on that. That's a lot of hours spent by the executive committee, which I believe is like super player reps, right? If we were to describe this to like humans that were kind of outside of there, the executive committee normally vets, kind of been around a long time. You guys are acting as the GM in this entire thing. Then the coaches kind of had to figure out who you guys put through with the selection group. Now, you said that like nobody really knew about this. So were you able to get the best candidates? Like, like how does that, like let's say, for instance, I wanted to be it, and not saying that I would ever want to do that, but I think my resume would qualify as a pretty good person to potentially lead the NFLPA. I had not heard of it, and I'm not even talking about me in this particular case. There's probably other people that did not hear it as well. Maybe there were executives who had thought about it, or is that not the case? And I'm not saying I would want to run it. I'm just saying I feel like we're pretty dialed into the NFL, into everything going on with players, and we had no idea it was happening. But you guys are saying that the people that needed to know that it was happening did happen, and everybody was able to keep it tight. That's an incredibly impressive thing in 2023, JC.
Yeah. So one thing, yes, you very well could have applied. So we I believe it'd be November. We put out an open inbox where anybody could apply, send their name in, and we had many send their name in to say, I want to be considered. And we also gave the option for board members to recommend candidates to the group that we would then consider. So again, our focus was going out and finding the best of the best. And we all believe we did. The EC believes we presented 2 to 4 best finalists to the board for consideration. And in the end, the board clearly, they can speak for themselves. I think you saw their responses after the announcement came out for the board members who are at that meeting. I think they all spoke very highly of their pick and the process itself.
Got it. Okay, so I must have missed the inbox. That's 100% on me. I hope that those who would want to get the job have heard it, and you guys were able to talk to them all, because obviously I have a lot of respect for your brain. Let's talk about Lloyd Howe. What really shined through for him? Because I guess they were saying he had been doing business with the NFL for a long time at his previous company, so obviously he was a familiar face to the NFLPA, or how did he end up getting the gig, you think?
No, actually, he does not have a football background. I think somebody wrote an article that Booz Allen Hamilton, which is the company he used to work for, did analytical work at one point for a handful of teams for the NFL. Booz Allen Hamilton is a major consulting firm potentially the biggest consulting firm in the country. So they have a wide-ranging company. One of the projects was working with an NFL team. Lloyd had nothing to do with it. I think what guys really liked about Lloyd was his analytical approach. I think he has a proven track record of high-stakes negotiations, as well as creating and building and developing high-quality teams, and also the ability to galvanize a group behind a common goal. And I think that probably is the most important thing for our leader to be able to do, is to be able to come into the locker room and galvanize a group to believe in the union and to believe in the mission. And that's what the next executive director had to have. And the guys were confident Lloyd had it.
You said building team is one of his strong suits. So that means DeMaurice Smith's team and group is kind of out. He comes in with his own team. How do you see the transition process going, JC?
No, I mean, again, I don't run the staff. So Lloyd runs the staff once he starts. He hasn't started yet. We're finalizing a contract, and he'll get started when we figure that out. But, his history is in change management, which is really kind of a fancy word of stepping into an organization, evaluating their strengths, evaluating their weaknesses, and then building it up to be better than it was before. So that's not saying, everybody move out. We're bringing in everybody new. I think Lloyd is very bright, very smart. We'll look at the entire organization, see areas maybe that we haven't even started building yet, and we'll bring new people in that we have a new, maybe a new category, a new area that we haven't expanded on before that he brings in. So that's kind of his background. So I don't think it's anything on the current staff at all. I think it really is about Lloyd and his abilities and what he's done and accomplished. And the guys really like the vision he put forth to the board of, this is what I see and this is what I want to do. And the guys loved it.
Awesome. I assume every ex-player that was asked, he just said lifetime insurance is all we care about?
Yeah.
Is that all they said? And is Lloyd pitched a vision for that, or is that a topic of discussion for the NFLPA? Because every player in the NFL is going to be a retired player at some point, but not every player in the NFL is going to be a part of the NFLPA forever?
Yeah, I think Lloyd has some interesting thoughts on healthcare in general. He sits on the board of GE Healthcare. So he has background in that. He has understanding of that. He has connections in the healthcare community.
Hell yeah.
So that's kind of a neat wrinkle. Now, lifetime healthcare isn't as simple as it seems. One, you need to have a company willing to give it. And I know I've heard you in the past say, healthcare. I listen to you, Pat.
Let's do that, JC. Why,
We're all saying it, not just Pat.
Yeah, I'm not the only one. Because I'm good, actually. But I got a lot of friends that, I think it would help out immensely, as do you. It's literally the conversation of pretty much every retired player. So it's not, I understand it's not an easy fix, but that feels like a good one. That feels like a good one, Like a good.
Yeah, as of now, and I've pulled documents as far back from like 2007 of people looking into it from the union of, can we do it? The problem we found is no company is willing to sign up for lifetime healthcare, in which they are guaranteeing it for life.
Damn.
They guarantee it for, I'll try it out, but we have the right to stop it. But that's not really lifetime healthcare. And you can't tell people you have lifetime healthcare, and then the company says, you want to know what, we're terminating this. And now you've kicked everybody out and you don't have any benefits for them. So one, that's a problem. Two, the cost. We've looked into the cost, and it is very, very high, as you would expect. And the rising cost of healthcare will continue to go up, and making sure we have money in the benefits of our pot. We get 48.234% of all revenue, and that's where we pay for everything that goes to players. So if healthcare costs a huge portion of that, then it either is we slash the salary cap to pay for it, because we don't have enough in our benefits pool to even pay for lifetime healthcare at this point.
That feels like something that should be negotiated in the next CBA, a part of it almost. And I mean, I don't understand what those negotiations are like, because it seems very adversarial, I think is a word, but you understand what I'm saying, between the NFLPA and the NFL. Is that an accurate depiction? Like, does Lloyd have the mindset that whenever he's negotiating, you said he's been, in some high stakes negotiations, it's expected that the NFL is going to try to just fuck over the players all the time in every business move?
No, I don't think so. I think we talked a lot about kind of negotiating strategy, and I think we're looking for somebody that is multifaceted in that. You don't always have to go to the mat. Relationships matter, conversations matter, but also eventually, sometimes when it comes to it and you need to kind of bring out the big bat, you got to bring out the big bat. But that doesn't mean you always have to. And, having the leader in place that understands when the right time to do each is important. But that was definitely a conversation that came up in the meetings of kind of what is your negotiating strategy and how do you look at it?
Do you know any of the other finalists? Will their names ever be made public or never?
No. We want the focus to be on Lloyd. We don't want, we had a group of board members there to make the decision. And there's, our focus is on who they chose, and we're going to focus on Lloyd and what he's going to accomplish. And our support's 1,000% behind him. Again, right. that I think we might have a video of when we announced. I think you'll see the energy of the room and the guys and how excited they were. I mean, it is a very cool feeling. I can't again give enough credit to the EC who poured a bunch of their free time into this, and then the board of reps who again showed up that meeting and said, like you said, nothing stays secret anymore in these days. And for having all those guys to show up and say, no, we still value confidentiality. We still value doing the right thing. We still value kind of the name of the NFLPA. When people look at the NFLPA, they're going to realize that we take this serious and we do the right things. Having 47 guys show up and say, yeah, we're all committing to it and we're not breaking. That doesn't happen very often anymore.
Not normal. Hey, 23.8 days.
Damn.
572, you said hours?
570.
570 divided by 24 equals 23.75 hours. Jesus Christ, just straight through. That's unbelievable. Hey, thank you for your hard work. Hope this works out. And I enjoyed hearing that, hey, relationships matter, because I was always so confused about how you do business, because we need each other, right? NFL needs players. They know that. They know that they need players. Players need the NFL. Mm-hmm. We absolutely know that. The money is only going like this. It feels like, let's go shake their hands. Let's figure this out. But you do got to take a stand whenever you're dealing with billionaires. So good luck to you. Good luck to Lloyd. And thank you for executing a confidential process that normally would never happen in this world that we live in. So way to go, JC.
Absolutely. I appreciate it.
Thank you, man. We appreciate you. Zito just asked me this, and I guess I should ask you. So it's being alleged now that Isaiah Rodgers for the Colts senior is going to be suspended for a year or something like that. And the NFL is doing these conferences about what you can do, what you can't do. They laid out a full pitch deck basically about here's what you need to know. Don't gamble on your team. Rule number 2 is look at rule number 1. Rule number 3 is look at rule number 2, then look back at rule number 1. Don't do this whole thing. Then when you're on a hotel like they did this, how does that whole thing work? Because it sounds like a lot of players and everything like that were acting as if they didn't know what they were allowed to do, what they weren't allowed to do. And obviously we're at a pretty pivotal point of this whole thing as sports gambling is growing and the NFL is as well. What's your guys' stance on that? How are we handling it? And is there anything kind of happening behind the scenes that we don't know about?
Yeah, I think I'll start with 3 points. One, you can't gamble on NFL football. I think we can all agree on that.
Agreed.
Can't do it.
Right. Agreed.
Never should be able to. Can't do it. So I think that's the first most important thing to get out of the way. Can't start the conversation without it. 2, I think it moves to being adaptable and using common sense. And a couple years ago when the Pro Bowl moved to Vegas, the rule was you're not allowed to gamble on work time. And the league said that means when all these Pro Bowl players go to Vegas, you can't gamble there. And obviously those guys were pissed because they didn't want to go to Vegas and not be able to go play cards. And a lot of them said, I'm not going. I'll skip the Pro Bowl. I ain't going to go. And then to the league's credit, they were adaptable and used common sense and realized, well, what's the point of this? Is this really, integrity of the game? And they came to us and approached us. And we, carved out a year-by-year side letter agreement allowing Pro Bowl players in Vegas to gamble on their free time, which, again, we commend them to. When you talk about conversations, that's a conversation. And now I think we look at all this stuff going on with the gambling rules and how gambling has kind of changed in our culture. And I think what is confusing to guys is where the common sense is. When we talk about integrity of the game, how do you compare different things that are legal versus illegal? And then how does that make sense? If you're trying to, I know the league has tried to double down on these rules and explaining them. But when you're explaining a rule that its core seems confusing with its issue, it's problematic. So, when I played in Cleveland, if I finished up on Saturday walkthrough, got in my car, drove down to the Jack's Casino downtown Cleveland.
Hell yeah. 3 stories.
Sweet.
It's a great casino. It's a great casino. And because we complimented Jack's who went to shit.
Yeah, love that.
This is the thing. We're saying something nice.
Exactly.
Yeah, boom.
What's the deal? We're just trying to say something nice stuff.
That's over. That era
Curse
is
of
over.
Saturnelli.
Yeah. That's not his name.
Nice. That's not nice.
Santorini.
Sorry.
That's not nice either.
That's a beautiful place in Greece.
I don't practice Santorini. Sounds like they did a full thing, Pac. Did you hear him? He said since March 2022 or whatever.
Yeah.
They completely
I did not
changed
hear about it, though.
I didn't hear about it either.
That thing makes sense.
But he hear you, Pat. I wanted to ask his ass, what are the 3 things that you're going to tell Lord that the players want or that we need to change?
Supergrass?
Because
grass is rare. There's a whole thing we didn't
the gambling thing is
I think
one.
he's coming back on.
The grass thing is another.
As soon as he gets back on, Pac.
Yeah, less preseason games.
Preseason games, I think it's kind of all figured out. Yeah. Coaches and players feel like everybody's on the same page.
Get them down to
except for Josh Jacobs.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Josh Jacobs is the only one.
Well, worst part, too.
Go ahead.
He plays that early, and then he has the best season of his career. Now it's, hey, you saw what we did last year for you.
Yeah, contract year, too. I mean, that's going to happen. I mean, there's a lot of reasons we could say that was completely not the Hall of Fame's fault. We can't connect to him. All right.
Okay.
So no more compliments.
Supergrass. That was that would have been a great next question. I don't love how secretive it was.
That's weird.
But I do respect how secretive it was.
Only reason why I respect it is because, like we were saying, the NFL see everything that we're doing as far as the NFLPA, and this is the biggest fucking business in the world. So I'm quite sure that he could have found fucking Lord and sent Lord in there, you know what I mean, and still pew, 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 pew.
And I enjoyed the fact that the reasoning behind it was like, a lot of these people are at other positions and they're on boards and they don't necessarily want their bosses to know that they're potentially looking for another job. Very valid.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Very, very. Joining us again, JC Tretter, the NFLPA president. We apologize. That's on our end, not yours. We complimented Jack's Casino. That's a couple times we've complimented things over the last 24 hours and all has gone to shit.
That's right.
So we apologize. That's 100% on us. But you said if you were to go down to Jack's, you weren't able to really do anything or?
No, if you're at home, I play for Cleveland, I could go to Jack's. I could play for 8 hours blackjack, go to the team hotel after, and there's no problem. No violation. You go as a Brown, you fly to New Orleans, you walk across the street, you play 2 hands of blackjack, you come back, that's a suspension. And you have these different kind of nuances of the rules, and when they're described in a way of we're protecting the confidentiality or the integrity of the game, I don't know how you compare those two situations and say, oh, I get it. He played 2 hands of blackjack on a road game, so it's integrity of the game, but he played 8 hours at home, so it's not integrity of the game. And I think that's the tough thing where guys get confused, or even if you try to explain these rules to them, it just doesn't connect the right way. So like, I would love, this is a league policy, I would love, similar to the Pro Bowl situation, for the two sides to come together and talk about kind of some common sense ways of handling this, with how things are changing, how the landscape is changing, that better connect to how players view and how the rules should be written.
I feel like at this stage of life where we are with sports gambling and the technology and the ability to track everybody, which I think is what happened to a lot of these players that end up getting caught, it's almost like we're at the point where that common sense rule could actually work. Like, hey, yeah, you can go to the casino, you can play blackjack, but if you bet on games, like, we're going to know.
Yeah.
We are going to know whatever. And I think the people, the reason why the rules were what they were about not being able to go in a casino one time, that used to be the rule. Not allowed to accept any benefits, not allowed to do anything at a casino pretty much, is because people automatically assume, well, if they get in good with the casino, that means they're probably betting on sports. It's like now we're at the point where we have the technology where we know, like, everybody knows.
Yep.
We can find out if you're betting on sports immediately. So hopefully they'll be able to do that. Adam Schefter just tweeted out a little bit ago, here's updated list of gambling suspensions over the last 2 years. At least 1 year because the bets were on the NFL. Calvin Ridley, Isaiah Rodgers, Rashad Berry, Demetrius Taylor, CJ Moore, Quintez Cephas, Shaka Toney. 6 games, non-NFL bets, but done at work. Nicholas Petit-Frere, Jameson Williams, Stanley Berry-Hill. So it's like, Good luck figuring that one out, JC, but it seems like we are at a time where common sense could prevail with the way tech is kind of tracking everything else. Pac-Man had a question for you, JC.
Hey, JC, my question is, when Lloyd get there, we keep saying about how good he is with the business, doing the numbers, but what are 3 things that you're going to tell him from the players that we need change? I'll say one of them, the marijuana thing. Because
grass.
It's
the grass. I'm sorry, you're going to cut a promo about marijuana.
Yeah,
Go ahead. I never want to slow you down.
Everybody's doing everything. Ayahuasca, Percocets, all of this, and we're still getting tested for grass. Another thing, having real grass on all of the fields. They're doing it for the soccer players. And insurance. You answered that question, but I don't understand. If we got $500 million in one insurance thing, how can we not figure out how to get players insurance for the rest of their life?
Yeah, I'll take the last one again. The numbers we've gotten back that's about a quarter of the amount it would take to get lifetime health care. So it is very, very expensive. But for Lloyd, again, I'm not going to speak for Lloyd. Lloyd has talked about doing a listening tour, going to players. So this isn't going to be, hey, I'm JC Tretter, I'm dictating the things players care about.
No, I'm not
Lloyd's
saying
going
it
to go out.
I wasn't saying it like that because you have done the due diligence to go around to know what players want. So I'm asking, like, from you going around, what are your top 3 things that you can say, hey, look, these guys, this is what they really want, or this is what we go and try to change this?
I'd say the grass and turf is a big one. And when the World Cup comes and the teams roll out grass and then tear it up, pay money to tear it up, to put in turf, I still can't fathom that. I think one of the main things, and
that's a smack in the mouth,
Yeah,
JC.
yeah,
That's a smack in the mouth. Smack in your mouth. That's a smack right in your mouth.
I think one of the major things too is like, and Pat, I'm gonna talk to you here. All right. When the most important thing for Lloyd is to bring unity and belief in the NFLPA. And I know, like a guy like you, Pat, I know you've got a history. I know you're not the biggest fan. Would love to talk to you about it sometime, whether on or off air. But I think the only way anything gets accomplished is with players sticking together. And the only group that is capable of creating change for players is the NFLPA. So the only way that gets better is with players buying in, believing, and getting involved. And I think Lloyd's job to accomplish anything, when we talk about the marijuana policy, when we talk about lifetime healthcare, when we talk about grass versus turf, the only way you have the leverage to make those changes is by galvanizing the group of players and getting them to believe in something. So that's the first thing when we talk to Lloyd during the interview process that we had to get. Is this somebody who can lay out a plan, can get to know players, can get them to believe in the union? Because that's what solidarity does. That's how solidarity is grown. And with solidarity, you create leverage, and with leverage, you create change. So I know there are some people with negative thoughts about the PA. Some people have had bad experiences. I think I would love, Pat, you know people who were in that room when we elected Lloyd. I would love for you to ask them what they think of the process, what they think of the PA, what they think of Lloyd. And I hope that excites you and kind of changes a little bit of perception, or at least gives you a little willingness to hear us out. I think that would be valuable.
All right. Tomorrow doesn't have to be what yesterday looks like for the NFLPA, and it definitely won't with a new executive director. We appreciate your hard work. We hope we do get the Supergrass.
Yeah, it'd be sweet.
Yeah.
Supergrass would be sweet.
That.
Need the Supergrass, especially if it's already going to be there for the soccer play. Soccer.
Grass.
Think about how these owners probably talk about the sport of soccer. Think about that. And then you know what I mean? Like, think about that whenever they're in that one per club meeting. Hey, this fucking soccer sport, I mean, can't watch it for a second. They're flopping all over the place, but they sell out our stadiums. Yeah. I mean, what are these soccer players asking for? Grass. No problem.
Done deal.
Yeah, we'll do it.
No problem at all. That's wild to think about there. Hopefully you guys will take advantage of that. Excited to watch you work. Ladies and gentlemen, the president of the NFLPA, JC Tretter. Thank you, buddy.
Grass and grass.
They really.
That is going to be a war. I didn't even think about that.
Oh, yeah.
Like in the process of tearing it up, what they're going to do.
Yeah. How much does it cost us to put grass in there? I think the NFLPA told us it was like $1.5 million or something like that. Oh, okay. How much are we getting? Probably like 10 to 15 per thing.
100,000 Seed Stadium. We're gonna sell it out. Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah. Put the fucking ground. What are we talking about? 1.5 million, just easy. That's
nothing.
easy. Boom. No problem.
Hey, they want you.
Shit,
to
I'll
leave it
spend $15 million to tear it up.
Hey, we getting 100 million back? Is that what you said?
Okay.
Oh fuck, 1,500. That's 85.
That works.
That's easy, Matt. Why are you even asking me? Put the fucking grass in. What about for your actual NFL team? Don't you fucking give those players a thing.
You're fired.
Not a chance.
That's a wild thing to think about. I'm happy JC came on. And I would like to hear what the conversations are behind the scenes from people that I do know in that room talking about my hatred for the NFLPA.
Yeah.
JC being like, how come Pat is literally on there just saying he's got no hope in the NFLPA. All they do is negotiate terrible deals, and they fuck over the players every single time they get an opportunity to. And then Thomas Morstead's like, well, he was in the program for 27 months. The guy tested 8 times a month, the maximum amount.
Right.
He asked for our help, but we didn't text him for like 4 or 5 months back. So I think that was when you got him. And then you negotiated a deal for his likeness to be sold. And I think he got like $1.15 per shirt while you guys were raking in like $30 a shirt while he had a merch company that he was running or whatever. Oh, and then also you delayed payment like 2-3 years because you thought you were looking out for the players so you could give money later. But also when doing that, you just put the money into a fund that the NFL got to just make money off of. And then they didn't do anything. We weren't allowed to do that at all. That just all kind of came at a pom situation there. And I think you lost them there. I think that was it. And JC's like, fuck. Well, the NFLPA tomorrow is a new one.
Yeah.
And hopefully Lloyd Howe, it sounds like, is a good brain, a good motivator, and hopefully he'll be somebody with some business sense, because that is something that I have lacked all faith in the NFLPA for. Like that insurance thing, I know it's expensive, apparently.
Yeah, $2 billion.
$2 billion.
Look up how much these insurance companies are worth.
And
how much they spend marketing. Obviously, they have to keep doing the marketing.
I wonder what their deals are with the NFL in general.
$2 billion's very big, but also like maybe it's just like 20 years.
Bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Maybe it's 25 years.
But like you said, they can have any ex-NFL player, hey, pop in, boom, commercial.
Do a commercial appearance. You can work. Like it can be an advertisement / a payment. I mean, there has to be a way to make it better than 5 years. Then you're fucked whenever they're talking about most of these surgeries and things. At about 6-7 years is when it kind of settles in. There's a reason why the 5-year thing was kind of set at some point. So I understand that the search for perfection has kind of gotten in the way of making better. But it's like, can we not get 15, 20 years then? Like, in there some sort of something? And once again, I'm no hero.
Right.
But I'm not speaking for me in all these things. You know what I mean? Like when we're talking about marijuana testing, we're not in the NFL. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
You know what I mean?
Kelsey said you're speaking for 80% of the players right now.
Yeah, 50 to 80% is what he said. I think it'd probably be like 70 to 80. I don't know.
Well, in the NBA now too, like they're not doing it. Like, why would for the marijuana specifically, why wouldn't they just do that?
The marijuana thing is just so simple, and it's a win for the NFL. It's an easy win for the NFL too. I don't know how they haven't utilized that as just like I guess we'll give up testing for weed, but we're going to need another padded practice or two.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's always going to be something on the other side. That's dealing with them. So I enjoyed hearing that Lloyd Howe is at least going to go try to shake their hands, it sounds like. Because the first speech I heard DeMaurice Smith give, he literally said, we're going to war with the NFL. And I was like, I have not been in the NFL. I just got drafted a week ago, actually. Didn't think I was going to get drafted, actually. So I'm just pumped to be here, thankful to be here. I don't know if we need to be going to war with the NFL, though. That doesn't sound like the right thing. Then lockout happens. Then 100 and some days happen. Then we sign a deal because Jeff Saturday goes in with those baby blue eyes and gets the whole thing done. And then we start looking at the deal and we're like, boom, boom, boom. Did you guys make any progress on anything? They're like, well, they got $1 billion worth of lawyers. We don't have that. We only have a war chest. Well, why'd you up the amount of money I got to fucking pay you to go into this war chest? You know, there was just so much. I had so many questions. So it sounds like we got the guy, though. Sounds like we got the guy.
Yeah. Well,
out of all the guys and girls that we could have got, we got the guy. So I'm happy about that.
Like you were saying, too, though, like I understand the confidential process and why they wanted it to be that way, but when you do already have that perception that the NFLPA is kind of like sneaky and like people don't really know what's going on with it, and then all of a sudden you just be like, hey, this is the new guy. I know no one knows how we got to this point or how this process even went, but we got our guy. Like that kind of just reinforces that perception among players who, you know, maybe don't love the PA to begin with, but it's like, how do you how do you see something like that and be like, okay, well, yeah, I trust the process. I understand completely what they're doing. Like, you can see how people are like, there's something wrong with what's going on here.
I'll say this. That guy's seemingly pretty transparent with us.
For sure.
Definitely.
I trust JC.
Yep.
Like, I'm very appreciative of everything he said. Like, hey, we spent $500. I think Thomas Morstead's in there.
Yep.
I think Brandon McManus is in there.
Yep.
So there's guys that I have a lot of respect for that are in there making this decision. And the way I thought it was, I thought DeMaurice Smith stepped down. His staff was like, let's just put in.
Grab a new guy.
Next guy
Like,
up.
that's what I thought was potentially happening. So yesterday, whenever JC came out and the executive committee was like, nah, we did this whole thing, that kind of eased my worries a bit. And it sounds like they're going to release the room whenever it came out that it was Lloyd. I think everybody in there is pumped. And there's a lot of good dudes in there with good brains.
Yeah.
You know, you can't really trust the young guys. No offense to young guys. But the young guys are happy to be in the NFL.
Right.
The young guys just got paid from their
Living a
draft.
dream.
Young guys are loving they're in a new city. They're heroes, everything like that. They haven't been through a situation yet where in Pawn Stars, they're the thing on the counter.
Yeah.
Right.
Once they've been the thing on the counter and they're told what and how and everything, that is when it all kind of changes. And that's why you hear a lot of older players, ex-players say, I fucking hate the NFLPA.
Yeah.
I hate this whole thing. It's very rarely the young guys. JC Tretter's been around a long time. Thomas Morstead's been around a long time.
Yeah.
McManus been around a long time.
What?
I think it's Aaron Jones in there. I think there's been a lot of guys that have been around a long time that are in there.
Vaughn's in there.
Trust Vaughn.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Definitely.
Mason
trust
Crosby's in there.
Trust Mason.
What was I going to say? Harrison Phillips is in there.
I trust Harrison Phillips.
Who else? Cam Hayward's in there.
Yeah.
Trust Cam Hayward. So what we're saying is,
We got some reputable guys in there.
The executives is Richard Sherman's in there, Thomas Morstead, McManus, Jason McCourty,
I thought of McCourty.
Ryan Kelly, Eckler, Calais Campbell.
yeah.
I like that group.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I feel good. And if they were 570 hours in this entire thing,
Long time.
congrats to Lloyd. Excited to see what you do, dude.
Be great
Go,
content.
Lord.
Hey, 10 years better than 5 years. 20 years better than all of them. Yeah. Lifetime, certainly the dream.
Yeah.
But you shoot for the moon, you miss. You live among the stars, pal.
That's right.
Is that stat real too? It's like 7 years, especially after someone's career.
I
where
think,
they,
like, so the surgeries, I think like a surgery or two, it was all fodder.
like
whatever.
on average.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
there's a light expiration on some things that happen, and it seemingly is always after the 5 years of insurance. And I have some friends that really
Me too.
committed their life to football, and it's going to catch up to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's going to catch, and they're going to have to figure out how to pay for those things, or there's going to be a miserable life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then they get fat. Then dudes turn to alcohol normally.
Right. Or
'Cause you
pills.
Or pills because your body feels like shit. And it's just-
Depression comes in.
Depression.
there's just so much that kind of just like fucking
Snowballs.
Yeah.
from not.
Domino effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But they got to play in the NFL, which we all agree.
Yeah.
Lucky to be in the NFL ever. So there's going to be some drawbacks to whenever you play a contact sport, especially when it's football. And once again, I'm not talking about me. I'm just talking about motherfuckers that I know. But that thing on the other end, I feel like they should be looked out for, especially if you're vested, been around a long time. I don't know. Just that's going to be tough to figure out, but hopefully they'll be able to do that. And hopefully Lloyd will be able to rally the troops.
Yeah. It'd be great to try and get him on for you and him to talk.
Let's get to a break. We have some updates on some things that are happening. I have to talk to the Minnesota Vikings fans.
What?
Okay.
I said while breaking down Dalvin Cook, I said, like, he helps Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I say he helps Justin Jefferson, and I believe a Vikings, but I don't know how I said it. I must have said it in a way. I haven't listened to it back, so that's 100% on me. I hate
No,
listening
you
to
said that he helped Jefferson because he get the box,
Loaded a
the
little.
one-on-one, and
a little bit more respected.
you did. What was wrong with
Which
You
is
did.
how-
I rewatched it.
Yeah, it's how football works.
Well,
dude.
What's
No, these
wrong with
Vikings fans were fucking attacking. I had like a article written about me, and then quote tweet, and they started coming after
Wasn't
me.
an insult at all.
No, bro.
it
I have
wasn't.
massive respect for Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
they were insinuating that you said Dalvin Cook made Justin Jefferson.
yeah, like there was people that I was, and once again,
These people.
I try not to, especially at this stage of life, pay attention to everything. But it got pretty loud over there in Minnesota. They're like, "Oh, Dalvin Cook helped Justin Jefferson make this catch against Buffalo. You know that one he made? or
Yeah,
whatever?
yeah. Fourth down.
He made Justin Jefferson here. It's like, I never said anything about Justin Jefferson not being incredible.
No.
I think a couple days ago, somebody didn't have Justin Jefferson on top 5 wide receivers in the NFL. That is not us.
No.
We are big Justin Jefferson fans.
Love him.
All I'm saying is when you remove
His ass is getting double every play.
There's not that he didn't last year, though.
He didn't, not every play.
But you're talking about, and Madison might be able to just step right up.
Right.
I'm just talking about fundamentally, whenever there is
People don't know
a star
football.
missing from the field, that is going to change the way a defense looks
Yes.
at the whole thing. Never said Justin Jefferson wasn't unbelievable.
No.
Just said, like, maybe Madison will be able to earn the same amount of respect from defenses to Dalvin Cook. I think I even said I hope he does.
Yes, yeah.
Bro, they got pissed, bro.
Hey, the run game being good helps the pass game. It's pretty crazy.
yeah.
Pretty crazy how it works.
Everybody knows that.
Yeah. Not everybody.
I guess.
Yeah. I'm thinking it does.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Just classic football there.
Exactly.
Anyways, Minnesota Vikings fans, hey, I apologize for offending you.
Shouldn't.
But we did not make a top 5 list and leave Justin Jefferson off.
No.
I'm just strictly talking about Dalvin Cook being a fucking dog in helping any field that he gets onto. We also have updates on Stephon Diggs, Isaiah Rodgers, and AJ Hawk will be joining us.
All right.
So be a friend, tell a friend something nice. Take 5.
Welcome to hashtag TBT Fave Football, where each week one of us will be going through one of our favorite games from the past NFL season. Week 1 will be me. Week 2, Boston Connor. For this first game, I have chosen Week 17, Steelers, Ravens, Sunday Night Football. Why did I choose this game? Well, the Steelers at this point were 7-8, okay? On the verge of Mike Tomlin's first losing season as a Steelers head coach. The last time the Steelers had played the Baltimore Ravens just a few weeks before, Kenny Pickett got knocked out by the rival Baltimore Ravens, so this is a big game for him. The week before this, Kenny Pickett threw a game-winning touchdown to George Pickens against the Raiders. So this was a big momentum game, still in playoff contention. Now the game, first quarter, second quarter, not much happened until 9 seconds left in the second quarter. Isaiah Likely scores a touchdown, huge touchdown. Ravens go up 7 right before half. How were they here? A very, very ill-timed, ill-advised penalty by Cam Hayward, a leader, a captain of the team. After they had just got off the field on third down, a personal foul sets up the Ravens for a touchdown. Isaiah Likely going up 10-3 at half. Let's roll into the second half. We have played 2.5 quarters. We have 3 points, 3rd and 14 on their own 35. Kenny drops back. Oh my God, the dog himself, okay? Mr. George Pickens out of Georgia comes up with an incredible catch on 3rd and 14. They have been doing nothing all game. 3rd and 14, huge catch, just past the sticks. Does this lead to a touchdown? No, this is not what the Steelers and Ravens rivalry is. But it does lead to a 51-yard field goal by Chris Boswell, the Boz himself, just absolutely fucking drilled, okay? We needed it for momentum. You can't just go 13-3 into the fourth quarter. That's not something we need. 3rd and 4, we need something. We pick up something here. Deontay Johnson runs a beautiful route. Oh, stick your foot in the ground and get back, okay? Wide open. Oh, make a miss. Let's go. It ends with another Chris Boswell field goal, but that's okay. The Ravens so far in the second quarter have gone 4 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. They have done absolutely nothing this quarter. This is huge. Ravens get this first down here. They could potentially run out the clock in the game. Offense doing nothing this half, but let's see what they do here on this play. Okay, run up the middle. Stuffed. Absolutely stuffed. The same guy who made a mistake earlier. Look at him just, oh, Ronnie Stanley, you're a good player. No. Cam Hayward drives him back into the backfield. Stop on 3rd and 4. Huge. Huge. Why is this huge? Because they punt the ball. Steelers get the ball back. 2 minutes left on their own 30 here. Kenny Pickett rolls out. Now, Kenny, we've been talking about lately, athlete, rolls out, huge pass to Muth. Now here is the throw of the game, the play of the game. Drills the ball down the seam to Steven Sims. And look, that's an NFL throw, okay? For those of you who said Kenny Pickett, yeah, he's got 2 gloves, he's got small hands, he's a college quarterback. No, that's an NFL throw down the seam, okay? This is one of the moments where I said, oh, is that a first-round pick? Mr. Hamilton? Yeah, you are. Over you. That's an NFL throw. These are the throws that built up Kenny in his rookie season, that made us believe here coming into the second season. 1 minute left, 13-9, 3rd and 8. Absolutely need it. We get some pressure up in the face. Oh, Kenny, athlete, rolls right. Nice! Touchdown! Kenny leads the offense down for a game-winning drive for the second week in a row, and his allure, his story in Pittsburgh continues to build. 11 plays, 80 yards, 320. Now, not only did they go down and score, they left barely any time left. 56 seconds for an offense that hasn't done anything, but they still have some time. Here we go, though. 20 seconds left. Rolls out. Minka. Fucking ball game. Minka. Steelers moved to 8-8. They win out. Now, did they make the playoffs? No. But Mike Tomlin saved a no-losing season. You know, it was something that we could build on. Did we get? Yeah. The legend of Kenny motherfucking Pickett. And that was my favorite game of this 2022 season. Next week, Boston Connor will be giving you his. And this was the first rendition of hashtag TBT Fave Football.
What are you going to do to change and make Tua better? Have you gotten into that? This is very early in the whole process, and you're shaking hands, kissing babies right now, and you're a 0-win head coach that everybody loves.
0 wins.
0 win, but what are you thinking about that for Tua? How do you make him better?
We're going to start with scoring more points than the opponent.
Wow!
Holy shit. Oh, no.
You are changing the game.
Changing the game.
Yeah.
Through math.
Yeah, that's right.
No, I think there's... I was just so fortunate in my career to be around the process of how I look at things with the empowerment of the right teachers, that I look backwards, forwards, okay? What things do I see that are really awesome about his game on tape, even though we're at...
He's accurate as heck.
Boom! That's what I was just about to say.
Oh, I didn't know. I was just, you were leading me. That's how, you should do this, maybe.
Dude,
think about it in the future.
Dude.
But he's so accurate.
Or we should just spend the time finishing each other's...
sentences.
Okay.
Hey, have we known each other for...
our whole lives?
Oh, my God.
You tell...
Me?
Wow.
This is weird.
Dude.
Whoa,
Seems like you guys just became.
Dude.
Wow, this is fucking weird, AJ.
Bro.
Hey, this is...
Did we swap skins?
Wow, we learned a lot about yours, by the way. I mean,
Hey,
Why?
let's go.
This show fucking stinks, and the fact that you listen, we are very, very thankful for.
AJ, never cease to amaze me with your toxicity, pal.
You got a couple of these?
God damn it! What the fuck are you doing?
Boston
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our humble abode, the Thunderdome, on this Dan Orlovsky made up for his lie Thursday, June 29, 2023. Hour 2 of the sports program starts right now. Sports are happening, and we are chatting about all of it. The Toxic Table is here at Ty Schmidt, at Boston Connor, and at Boston Connor's mullet, who looks fantastic. One half of the Hammer, Dahn. Cowboys, Tone Diggs is here. Hammer, Dahn is a gambling show that comes out of this particular Thunderdome every single day. We have some gambling news that we will talk about here in just a couple moments. 14-year NFL vet and rapper Pac-Man Jones is here, and joining us live from an attic in Ohio is a man who's a college football national champion, a Super Bowl champion, the all-time leading tackler for the Green Bay Packers. He is currently the reigning, defending, undisputed, shout out to Paul Heyman, president and champion of Ohio, COVID survivor, father of 10, AJ Hawk. AJ, how you doing, pal?
Doing great. A lot has already happened in the first hour from what I've seen. So, yeah, it should be fun.
Yeah, JC Tretter came in. Did you get a chance to listen to that at all? It sounds like they really appreciated Lloyd Howe and everything he brought to the table. He's going to be able to galvanize the boys, kind of bring them together, because whenever you have unity, you have leverage. And when you have leverage, that's when change can be made. I heard it was kind of bars out of JC Tretter, but we went through the executive committee and everything that took place. I feel in a better place today than I did yesterday with it all, AJ.
Yeah, I feel good about it, too. Speaking to JC, which I love JC. I think we can trust that he's a human and he cares about the players. But I was more thinking of, I didn't know last night Ty got in an internet argument with this dude, and Orlovsky didn't know that he lied on his card, but he did, and he made up for it. Like, all these things already happened.
Yeah, Dan took it on the shins real hard.
He did.
Good.
Dave Satriani, he took it on the shins as well. And
so he just added wrong. He knew that he was right on the number, but he added it wrong.
No.
Like he knew it was
he
close.
was wrong on the number.
Well, no, what I'm saying is he turned in a scorecard when he didn't realize that he messed up his math.
That's correct.
Bingo.
That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
That's what he's saying.
Which is crazy when you know that was right on the number too.
Yeah, when it's 82.5 over under. Yeah, you wouldn't recheck maybe is what you're saying? Dan doesn't recheck. Once he sees it, he does it. 19 plus 3, 21.
Duh.
He said it a few different times. But to his point, he came on, owned it.
Yeah.
Got buried.
He did. Rightfully so.
He needed to.
He needed to hear that.
Yes,
Yeah.
he did.
He sent me a text and said he hates all of us, but it's not our fault he lied.
Yeah. Get in line.
Hey,
My thing is, when you shoot a 39, you know you shot a 39. That's why it's kind of weird that he wrote down 38.
Well, how about Dan lied? People
probably.
People could have died.
Yeah.
People probably died.
You know?
Orlovsky's a murderer.
Put him with the rest of them.
Butterfly effect.
If we aren't the friends that tell the person of what they are doing wrong, who are we?
Well, you're just as culpable if you don't say something.
Yeah, that'd be too nice.
I think the biggest thing.
Silence is violence.
Boom.
Bars.
Yeah, that's worse than Rogers not getting vaccinated.
Silence
I'm just
is
going
the
to
biggest
say
killer on earth.
We're not 100%. So all these things are accurate. Everything that's happening right now. And we are very proud of Dan for donating $10,000.
Correct.
To the first tee.
First tee. Yeah.
When you said 5, he almost had a heart attack.
We were running through it.
He's giving 10.
We were running through it right before the show. And it was like, what number should we get to? And then we all just casually landed on like, well, 5,000.
Yeah.
And then literally the intro hits and then Dan's on and it's like, Dan, congratulations, you're giving $5,000. But now that we thought about it even more, if he doesn't give at least 10,000, has he actually even donated?
Exactly. No, it's not really making a dent unless he commits that much money to a pot that can save lives after he killed all those people.
Dan, you sit middle seat.
Yep.
Row 25.
What?
Instead of spending that money on getting a first class seat like a human who has had a little bit of success and doesn't mind enjoying themselves a little bit, just take that money and donate the first tee because of what you did.
That's simple.
And you know what you did. You told us what you did. But we appreciate you. Yes, we got that one out of the way. Ty attempted to get fired on the internet yesterday with complimenting a man, which I don't know if you heard about this. They are now no longer going to compliment people.
No.
That is what they've said, AJ. Have you heard that?
I have heard them say that. I watched this all play out on the show. It was actually very entertaining, but I understand where they're coming from. I get it. I really do.
Don't need you on there. Say, no, our show needs to continue to compliment people. The people that reside.
AJ, if you saw the DM or the email, you would also, I agree you're on our side to say we cannot compliment people anymore.
All right, well, let's continue to compliment JC Tretter for the great job that he did.
Okay.
Let's start diving into some news that is happening around the NFL. The Indianapolis Colts have cut 2 dudes that have been caught gambling on the NFL. Tom Pelissero, the Arrow, is reporting that the Colts have now cut Isaiah Rodgers Sr. and Rashad Berry, who were officially suspended indefinitely today for betting on NFL games. Remember, I don't think I knew Rashad Berry was betting on NFL games. I did know that Isaiah Rodgers Sr. was betting on games. I knew he was an incredible returner and a good corner, had a good little career going, and was going to get paid because he was one of the most electrifying people on the Indianapolis Colts. Very lackluster Colts. He stole some headlines a couple different years. Here we go. Big year coming. Oh, he's betting on NFL games. He's fucking done forever. Hello, XFL, USFL.
Yeah. Yep.
That is literally the reaction that I had immediately, and I was bummed for him. I thought it was incredibly dumb that it happened. I thought it was dumb that he was betting on NFL games, but I assume one thing could lead to another, and people make poor decisions all the time. But this one's going to be one that kills his entire NFL career, I do believe, and now the Colts have officially cut him. We also are getting more information, AJ. We learned that he bet on the Indianapolis Colts as a member of the Indianapolis Colts, and now a gambling writer for ESPN.com has put out a tweet that there are sources telling him among Isaiah Rodgers Sr.'s wagers was a $1,000 prop bet on the over-under of the rushing yards on a Colts running back this season.
Hope we took the over.
Well, we actually are looking into that.
The under.
We don't know if any running back hit over ever for the Indianapolis Colts last year. Honestly, we have no idea. That's how abysmal the Colts running game was last year. And if you recall, 2 years ago, Jonathan Taylor was an MVP candidate. The offensive line was the offensive line that we had learned and loved. Didn't really matter who the quarterback was. Just come in, don't turn the ball over. Right. We're going to have to stretch field a little bit, but this run game is going to be great. Jonathan Taylor gets hurt. The offensive line forgets how to play. The offensive line and the quarterback have no idea what each other are doing. It was a shit show. And one of our biggest positives from the year before, Jonathan Taylor became like one of the biggest disappointments. He knows that. We all know that. So whenever you hear about a prop bet over-under, it's like, I guess there's other running backs they could have bet on as well, but I don't remember one game thinking to myself, that running back probably got over. So what we're thinking is, He might have potentially bet on an under of a teammate in a game to have a poor game. That's not good. We need to hear if it's over or under, and if it was the Colts to win or to lose. That is an information that I think the world needs to hear, AJ Hawk.
Don't you think, and I believe that you would be on my side here, like it matters what they were betting on. If they're betting, not only are they, like, it's crazy to think you're betting on NFL football, but you're betting on something that's happening on your own team, and it could be against your own teammate. Like, that's the ultimate. That's why Pete Rose isn't in the Hall of Fame. They think he may have done that. So that's crazy to me. But won't there be different levels of suspension depending on what you did?
Nah.
Too late now.
They'll never play again. Like, what team gonna pick them?
Well, no, but that's what I'm saying.
Well, hold on,
say
though.
somebody else that placed a bet on another team.
To your point, though, Pac, it needs to come out whether or not they bet over or under on that.
Yes, it does.
You know what I mean? Because if they bet under on that, there ain't a single team that's going to be like, yeah, we want him in our camp.
Right.
Nobody.
Now that he's cut.
Nobody. This guy was trying to profit off of his non-unification of our team.
Yeah.
Like, that is not a...
He watched practice all week and realized our run game, we do not have it this week.
There's no way that's going to work. None of that. What's the guy's name? Parks what? This guy can't.
Not a chance.
No.
Not a chance.
What is it?
He should tweet
75 yards. No way he's gonna get it.
He should tweet out.
You should tweet it out right now. I bet the over.
Send a slip.
Yeah, football is over. You might well tell us what he did.
You gotta send a slip.
Dude, if it's... Boy, they're telling him not to talk at all about this.
Yeah.
His people are.
Yeah. Bro, you better go write a book.
And I'm not an expert, and I do not have a degree in anything, actually. I dropped out of college like Steve Jobs, Albert Einstein, and college dropout, actually.
Zuck.
I don't know. And Zuck, I think he finished it. They gave him an honorable, at least.
Yeah, I'm sure he has an honorary degree.
Yeah, doctorate, probably, right?
I assume so.
He didn't earn it.
He's going to get he's got a black belt, too, so he did earn that.
did.
So you need to fucking watch your mouth. I just assume when he got his black belt, when he walked through, like, whenever they beat the shit out of you with the other belts, they actually had a diploma, a doctorate diploma at the end of that thing. He put that thing down his pants of his gi, and he turned around and walked back, did the whole thing. But nonetheless, I think this is one that he should get out in front of. You know, I'm not a marketing or a publicist or a PR person or anything like that. I think this is one that Isaiah Rodgers and Rashad should both be like over here. By the way,
I mean, if it was the over, you want to get out there. Yeah.
The only.
Well, AJ.
Hey, he won the bet. Maybe he can start a gambling show. Like, he's not going to play football no more. But, like, he did make a good bet if he betted the under and won.
What's this guy? I mean, it is a good bet, but it's not a good
Always look at the positive.
No, because
the environment of a bet matters. You know what I mean?
If you knew your running back was hurt or battling through an injury, and you're like, well, he's not fucking going over today.
Bad deal.
That's
bad all around, man.
That's the only one I can think of.
Tough.
Is the Vikings game where you were calling that game of the Oregon State.
We need to hear that it was the over, okay? Because everything I heard about that Colts building last year, right?
Oh, yeah.
Everything I heard about that Colts building and others have heard, and there was things, you know, like accountability and all that type of shit. Imagine you got a guy in the locker room betting against your own guys. That is the worst culture. It has to be the worst culture.
Yeah,
of
that's
all time.
Of all the, like, as a teammate, I don't know much worse that you could do.
Yeah, worse than the Jags.
$1,000.
And they had all those complaints, 25% of the complaints.
He had to bet the over. There's no way. It has to be the over.
The backup running back was playing against the Vikings, and he hit the over on, like, the second drive. That's the only one I can think of.
Okay, there we go. So maybe he was like, that's my dog.
Yeah.
He's going to get the ball a little bit, and he was just trying to support it. He probably even showed him, hey, this is a guarantee.
Yeah.
Maybe he was being such a good teammate.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm willing to put my own money on this guy. Yeah, we need to start thinking like that. That's what he did.
He does, though. You're right. Like this. You got to come forward and shed some light on this, because otherwise everyone is just thinking. I mean, not everyone, but like
well, you guys, because you're not complimenting people anymore.
Well, yeah, but it does immediately go to, oh Jesus Christ, what if this guy bet on the under? You know, I mean, because like, is he going to play in the NFL again? Probably not, but. You know, you might still get a chance, like you said, in the USFL or the XFL. But if they find out that he's betting against his teammates, I don't think they're giving him an opportunity anywhere.
JT had a run where he went 147, 84, 86, 82. So, like, maybe if he bet the over in that little stretch.
Only that top one, though, because JT's was in the 90s.
Because he was an MVP
Not that
candidate.
late in the season, it wasn't.
Oh, late, okay.
He was an MVP candidate.
Yeah, this was late in the season. These were all late November.
This was back when Jeff Saturday came and was like, hey, offensive line, we block people.
Maybe he was sitting in the meeting and he's like, oh, Jeff's going to make these boys run the ball.
Against the Raiders.
Team meeting.
Building confidence in your teammates, too. Hey, look at this. I am so confident in you. I'm betting the over.
Jeff, coach, I got 1,000 on it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's
Thank you.
Good bet.
Where at?
The rest of the guys get their phones out and start making bets too. And
Rashad, me too.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, you heard what he just said to us. It makes the most sense we've ever had. Yeah, let's remain positive.
Okay.
Out of 18 weeks, you're going to pick only 2 weeks that he could have.
Hey, he's a good teammate.
That's right.
And we know that he only hit one of them. Do we know if he placed multiple on $1,000 on the over or under?
I just need all the news.
In the article, it said his highest bet was $1,000 on a running back.
Yeah, this dude had like thousands of bets, isn't it? This guy
Yeah,
was casual.
shit
This guy loved gambling.
Yes, he did.
Didn't think it was $1,000 though. We thought, at least I did, thought it was $25, $50 bets. I didn't know he was going. All
That's how.
No, that's the other one.
That was initially reported.
Okay.
In the article, it said most of them were that, but this was his biggest one.
He had a good feeling.
This was his biggest bet.
Oh yeah,
Good week of practice. Good week of practice.
The article said.
It's the over.
He had a good
Well,
feeling.
the Colts had
It
the
has
fourth
to be.
overall pick.
Right.
I feel like it's an over.
Oh, I really don't know.
I do.
Under.
Don't you?
Because then
So-
you're betting against your teammate. Even though you're not betting against the guys that you play with.
What if he hates the guy, though? What if he hates the guy and they had the worst week
It's
of practice
possible.
and he was like, this team sucks so bad, I'm going to make money off us sucking under.
I gotta send Zito Lane Johnson's number. Would love to hear Lane Johnson's thoughts on it's 1:30. I believe he's supposed to join us. I believe the offensive line's thoughts if they heard somebody on the team was potentially betting the under.
Are you kidding
Just
me?
say the sender.
Pat, to your point about getting in front of it too, the Titans tackle that got suspended today, 6 games, he put out a statement to ESPN that made it very clear he was not betting on NFL games just from the facility. He was getting in front of it.
Firstly, I want to say that it's an honor to play in the NFL, and it's been a blessing to play this game. The NFL plans to announce another round of sanctions regarding its gambling policies, and I will be included in this group of players receiving a 6-game suspension. The betting I engaged in was not NFL related and was legal under Tennessee law. It is only being sanctioned because it occurred at the Titans facility. I want to apologize to my family, coaches, teammates, and the Titans fans. I've always strived in every stage of my life to follow the rules. I did not knowingly break the rules. Even after attending a league presentation, I was unaware about the specifics around placing bets for a team facility. Okay. I will do everything in my power to help the team during training camp and will be prepared when I return to the roster during the season. Okay. So this guy clearly and obviously, because he got a 6-game suspension, was not betting on the NFL. We appreciate him telling that. After going to the league presentation, still not knowing you're not supposed to bet on the facility, I feel like it's more of a you thing than everybody else's thing. But I do appreciate him just kind of coming out and saying exactly where he's coming from.
Yeah, that's the Jameson Williams NBA games from a team hotel on the road, right? That was the last 6 game that we saw, at least, and knew.
He just said the Titans facility, it sounds like.
Yeah. Which they consider the hotel.
Yeah, but if he was in a hotel.
He would have said
Yeah,
he was at the
he wouldn't have said at the
probably
Titans facility.
Saturday, put these college bets in.
Yeah, NFL related.
Yes.
You know what I mean? He's like, I'm still, I know Bama's going to Bama.
Yeah.
Let's not. He's like, sue me. Okay.
Georgia?
Sorry about it. We got to walk through. Saturdays are slow, long mornings. We're just sitting here, I'm watching game day, and all of a sudden, I didn't even know these two teams are playing. How much is that? Fucking no way.
Yeah, I got to get some action on this.
We go big. Now, I guess that's illegal. I went to a presentation. You're telling me I can't bet on Bama? I didn't.
What?
What are we talking about?
I went to Bama. Where did you go to school, actually? Yeah. You probably can figure out what school you would have bet on.
Actually, they used my face to scan me into the sports book. So who's wrong? Am I wrong or this thing? It's legal here. What the fuck?
What am I doing?
JC Tretter said an interesting point. He said, so if I live in Cleveland and on Saturday before checking into the team hotel, me and the wife go down and we decide to play 8 hours of blackjack at Jack's Casino, and then I go check into the team meeting, and then I sleep, and then we have a game the next day, all good. If somebody was to come to Cleveland and they went to Jack's Casino for 10 minutes, 15 minutes in the middle of dinner and then before team meeting, they would be suspended because it's a work trip. I would be okay because I'm at home. I guess that could be a little bit tough to understand, but I think like work trip is probably how the NFL is just explaining that. They got a lot of shit to figure out, it feels like, in people understanding what they're allowed to do, what they're not allowed to do. Definitely not allowed to bet on the NFL, though. We know that.
And so then, what is considered a work trip? What if you're driving to a charity event? What if that's through the team? Like, there's all kinds of things going on.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
The rules are so crazy to think about. And then when we even talk about them not knowing what they know, is it one of those situations where they're doing this meeting at the end of the day where everyone's just trying to get the hell out of there and they're all tired? So they're not really paying attention. They're just there.
So there's a chance that any of these things could be real.
Yeah.
And all we would like to say is, figure it out.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Make it easy.
Figure it out. Right, AJ?
Make it simple. You just got to make it simple and concise.
Yes.
Hey, this is what you can do. This is what you can't do.
Don't bet on the NFL. Got it.
Got
We
it.
are going to track every bet you make. Got it. Cool. Let's move along. That's all the fans give a fuck about. I don't care if a guy is going to go lose 10 grand playing blackjack on Saturday. If he's playing against my team, I hope he does. I hope he's fucking miserable coming into the game. You know, and I don't want anybody to lose their money, but we don't care about that. We don't care if they win $150,000 playing blackjack. Nobody gives a fuck about that. All anybody cares about is this game real or not? Is this team competing or not? Are they trying or not? That's all I need to know. I don't even want to question that. And I hope they're able to figure it out and get through it because we do have the tech to track all of it seemingly at this stage.
And besides that, the NFL got to do their part. And I'm not talking about the betting on the games and stuff, but I'm saying like when they had Pro Bowl in Vegas, at first you tell the players they can't go to the casino. That is not going to work if you're going to have a Pro Bowl in Vegas, which I think that's why they flipped the rule for a Pro Bowl because guys was like, hey, we ain't going. But if they can do that and can't go to San Francisco and play a game and go to the casino because they'll get in trouble, like, it just don't make sense.
Yeah, it's tough to understand completely, I guess. And we're in a fickle time right now, aren't we?
Oh, yeah.
Easy come, easy go with the whole sports gambling and what's taking place. A lot more names are being learned about than we had in previous time. So I guess that is news. It's not great news, but we hope everybody learns that nobody does anything wrong ever again in anything.
Yeah, no more mistakes.
Right, AJ?
Right. I look forward to a future like that where nobody does anything wrong. I can't wait.
Hell, dude.
Let's go.
That's what it's all about.
Starts today.
The way you said it, AJ, it's like, it's coming.
Yeah.
It's possible. Why not? Why not?
Let's talk about something happening in our universe. Pac-Man Jones is going to attempt to run a 40 under 4.50.
Hey, I'm more confident now that he's going to be under than I was even at the beginning.
Okay, I don't know if you know the full story. So,
oh, dang. I should have waited or what?
Might be rain coming. So we're going to film it after the show today. Might be rain on the way. AQI is high. So we might end up delaying it until next week. So that might take place just because we don't have 40 yards in here. We should have figured that out. We should have thought of that. We should have redone it. Have to do it outside. Don't want to run in the rain.
No chance.
Or
Don't want to get hurt.
But also, I mean, add on top of that, Pac-Man tweets his hammy this morning.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Next week. Don't do it. Don't even think about doing it today.
AJ, we marked off the 40 yards. We didn't even get the leaf blower to blow off the pebbles and shit that was on the cement. He just wanted to kind of get a feel for it, I think. He wanted to test himself on the track that was going to be. You were running, weren't you?
I was running.
I
I did it 4 times. The first time I ran, I was jogging. It was 4.7 something.
That doesn't get it done.
The second time, it was 4.7
jogging.
flat.
Uh-oh.
The third time, it was 4.64.
Full sprint.
The fourth time, it was 4.54.
And these are all hand times. And in that 4.54, immediately afterwards, let me get that
No,
third.
it wasn't when I was slowing down, and I felt a little something.
Let me get that third gun.
Got a little tight on me, AJ.
Get some DMSO on that sucker and wrap it tonight.
Yeah.
It'll smell horrendous and it'll feel great tomorrow.
Well, you
I
got
know,
a
see,
cold
if I was
tub.
at home, I had my little been ready to go. You know what I'm saying?
Well, where do you
What's
get
that?
it?
Was that Stim?
Don't worry about all that right there.
What is it?
It's some magic. It's some magic sauce.
Magic.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, it does sound amazing.
Can we get some?
I'm not in the league. Shit, I can take whatever I want to take.
Hell, so hold on. They create stuff. They create stuff that goes,
Yeah.
and you're just good.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm not in the league either. How do we?
Yeah, I need that right
can we,
now.
can we get a contact info of this person that sells it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got you.
You make it?
I got you.
Yeah.
So you think, like, let's say we have to push this next week because of the weather. You know what I mean? And obviously, we would like you to be fully healthy. Next week, your hamstrings falling off the bone when you do this?
Yes.
You
It
think
would have fell off today if it wouldn't rain.
if it wasn't raining?
Yeah.
So if it doesn't rain and you're forced to run it today,
I went and got me a sleeve and everything, AJ. I was ready.
okay. So let's
We're
say
gonna do
this
this.
happens though. You're thinking that thing's going to go. Is 1 week enough of a delay for this?
Yeah. Yeah, 1 week is enough.
Because you got that.
Yeah. 1 week is enough.
I'm worried now.
Don't be worried.
What is that
Yeah.
stuff?
Does Ulysses make it like in a lab somewhere?
I need that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it just deer antlers that you're just rubbing on your?
Could
It's
be.
got some of that in there. A little deer antler in there. Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Is that why you're still properly jocked?
Properly jocked because I'm properly jocked.
All right, he's still gonna have to run it if it doesn't have, a terrible rain, but it's like 55% or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. It's not looking good. I mean, I do look outside and I see sun, but it's okay. I think either way, whatever concoction he makes, whatever it's made out of, I could see it being, melted down Nerds ropes, and he just kind of
Oh, it's a placebo.
Bingo. Yeah,
He walks up when I'm running. He like, damn, that look pretty fast, but is that 40 yards?
Yeah, I didn't
I'm
know.
like, bro, I didn't even mark it off. Pat was out there when they marked it off.
I did, yeah. Bailey McComas went and got one of those rollers that measures the feet.
Nice. Perfect.
Had to get it to 120 feet, obviously. And whenever we got there, it looked a lot further than I thought, to be honest.
Okay.
And I bought it, and it looked like it was straight and flat. He might be a little bit downhill.
Oh, really?
What kind of shoes you wearing? What kind of shoes you gonna wear?
He was wearing Chucks when he pulled his hamstring this morning. You were.
They light.
Is that what
He's
you're
got a
running?
good start.
Yes.
You're going to run in
If he gets a good
Chucks?
start, he's doing it. If Pat gets a good start and he don't like slip off that asphalt or whatever, he'll be great.
He's wearing Chucks?
No way.
What are we
I was doing
eating
10s in here yesterday to, get the body going. I was running 1.01, 02. So my start is there, AJ. I think I can carry it on for there with no problem.
No, well, if you're if your hamstring,
problem.
You know what I mean?
I was I should have stretched. I didn't stretch this morning. Didn't warm
Probably
up.
should've.
Just went out, was trying to feel the surface, and I was moving a little bit too fast, a little early. And when I was slowing down,
you see,
is when I felt
it wasn't going fast. It was going slow, and which is muscle said we don't
Can't do this.
we don't run this slow.
Yeah.
No.
Don't down.
They're probably confused.
That's awesome. Let's take some phone calls here before Lane Johnson joins us on the 5 Energy phone line. Let's go to Cam in Indianapolis. What's going on, Cam?
How you doing? Keep it moving. Hey, Pat and the boys and AJ. Hey, tired of everybody hating on Dan Orlovsky all the time for running out of the back of the end zone when 95 FC Championship game was taken from the Colts by the Pittsburgh Steelers and Cordell Stewart running out of the back of the end zone. And then in 96, they created the instant replay challenge rule and brought that back. The player created the challenge rule for running out of the end zone, but he got away with it. So kudos to him. But anyway.
You're right, Cam.
Let's go, Cam.
Yeah, he's right. Dan isn't the first or the last guy to do what he did.
Jimmy G last year.
Bingo.
Just happened to him.
But I think it was on like Thanksgiving or something.
Yeah, it was a high-profile game.
And he was running away from Jared Allen.
Everybody was eating their meal. Like,
yeah.
What does this guy do?
Who's that?
Oh, my God.
Orlovsky's to say?
And they're with their family,
Oh, yeah.
extended family.
Oh, yeah.
People they don't normally talk to.
No.
Like the football person in the family talking to the extended non-football family. Okay, they go, oh, look at Dan Orlovsky. They have a moment.
Yeah. Hey, Uncle Joe, look at this clown.
This guy goes back to his group of people that aren't football people.
Bingo.
And they go, you should heard what I heard from my cousin this weekend.
Yeah.
What happened? Well, I actually watched it at Thanksgiving. Guy ran out of the end zone, scared to fucking death. And they're like, who was it? Dan Orlovsky. So what you said about Cordell Stewart / valid.
Sure.
Actually, we don't know. We didn't look it up like Dan scores yesterday.
True.
But you're right. Dan was in the biggest position and had it happen, so they name it after him. It is not fair.
No.
At all for Dan.
Literally lost the game because of that play.
Oh, I didn't know it was close.
Yeah, it was a close. It was a close game. Like
Dan's had a tough
I
day.
love Dan. I'm nice to Dan compared to the toxic table because he is a Detroit Lion. But I had to say it was a really close game.
Joining us now, ladies and gentlemen, is not Dan Orlovsky, although I don't know if he's ever going to join our show again. He was pretty shaken.
Well, he doesn't support the troops, so I don't care.
We do not know if that's accurate, but with what he did lying about his score to our faces, we certainly aren't sure of anything with Dan Orlovsky anymore.
Right.
Joining us now is a great guy. Fucking dog. Super Bowl champion. A man who put together something that a bunch of offensive linemen come hang out together, learn from each other, have a good time, fellowship, and maybe just get better as humans and football players.
That's right.
That's coming next week at the Offensive Line Mastermind. Ladies and gentlemen, Lane Johnson.
Yay!
How you doing, bub?
Man, doing good. We're out here in Napa going to Mulata's wedding Saturday, so all the teammates are coming out.
Is he singing in that thing? Are you singing for him? How's that go?
I think Adam Sandler's singing in it, but if he doesn't show up, I think Jordan's going to take over.
Adam Sandler's going to be there at this wedding?
I'm joking. No.
If Sandman was about to be at the wedding, that was going to be the next 25 minutes of us.
I wish.
How you?
Get ready for that. That's about it.
How's life? How do you feel? You look healthy. You look incredible. We're 1 week out, right, from the O-line Masterminds, which is it a ramp-up period or a fellowship period? How would you describe it over the years now?
Yeah, just really like a fellowship. And, we started with like 25 and now we're, close to like 250. So what I like is just you get the whole brand of different personalities in the single room. And then you see, well, that's why that guy was good. This is why, we had Olin Kreutz in there last year. And so people were just like looking at him when he was talking. But, this year we have Bruce Matthews. We have Orlando Pace, Jeff Saturday, Steve Hutchinson. Nice. So, yeah. Bunch of good guys, and a lot of the college guys that are top 50 are usually there. At least they were last year.
So, like tight end you and pass rush Summit and wide receivers probably do something somewhere.
Yeah, they do all the
and the quarterbacks do
probably in Florida if it's in anywhere.
Where is the O-line thing at?
It's in Frisco, so right there at the Star.
Texas. Down in Texas. That's where the big offensive linemen are going to meet up over there. Whenever you guys are on field working, have you learned anything from somebody that you didn't expect, or has somebody else in the NFL asked you a question and you've kind of like, I don't want to say, because you're really fucking good, Lane, right? You're at like the top of the fucking game. But there's other guys, I assume, that come that are very, very good and can't really. Do you guys share a lot of game with each other?
Yeah. So basically, we'll watch tape, and then like Teron speaks a lot to Armstead. So if he has like a technique he uses for somebody, he'll show us, and then we'll go to the film. But that's kind of what I like about it, is that everybody will go to the tape, and everybody has like a different style. And I feel like we're just able to, get the guys. I feel like they can relate to a body type or a play style, and then you have a lot of time to ask questions.
Hell yeah, that's great news. I wish I could have done that whenever I was playing offensive line. Yeah. Could have made it to the NFL.
Yeah.
Go ahead, AJ.
Yeah. Seriously. Play next to me.
I know. I ain't doing that cheating football play.
Yeah.
You guys
right.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm playing on the other side then. I'm on the outside. I ain't doing the.
You would dumpster dive for about 10 million, 15 million. Hey, I think you would too.
Well, people call me a sellout. I guess. Go ahead, AJ.
Lane, what's this time look like between now and when training camp opens up? Like when your workouts and everything you're doing, do you have any time off, or do you ramp it up like a couple weeks before? How's it work?
Yeah, it's slowly like a ramp up period. Just be in shape when you show up. Air conditioning test, I don't feel like is what it was, but yeah, just a slow ramp up period. And I feel like, once we get in the season, we pace it pretty well. But I feel like if you ramp it up too hard, too fast, and January, February, when your body needs you, you kind of tank out.
What did you have? You had a torn groin or something? What was going on with you? You played at the end?
Yeah, so I tore my right one and then ended up tearing my left one. So pretty much had felt like a C-section. At least that's what they told me. So the first couple weeks was not fun, but the rehab's pretty quick, about 8 to 10 weeks. So. Other than the first 2 weeks, it wasn't too bad.
You're all the way back, yeah, 100%?
Yeah, 100%. So, yeah, it's rehab that you progress pretty fast with, so they don't want you healing up stiff. So, kind of like similar to like a hernia surgery.
Okay, got it. Jason Kelsey said that Jalen Hurts still beating himself up over the Super Bowl. Then you listen to Deebo Samuel talk about what his views were on last year, and he said it was just a complete failure. Feels like if you don't win a Super Bowl, that you have to be pissed off, or you seemingly are pissed off because of how close you got. How have you been in handling this all? Because your team obviously is set up for the next 10 years to do the same, get back to the Super Bowl. But how was it mentally, and how have the boys been in the Eagles behind closed doors?
Yeah, I think you just realize how special it is. But yeah, we had a competitive year. I felt like we were very sound. I feel like we nailed some things in the draft. So I feel like, we'll be capable of getting there or maybe winning this thing. But yeah, we were very close. But yeah, it's just one of those things, man. It's all about execution, and everybody's so talented across the board that it doesn't take long for teams to get back into games.
Hey. That field was trash.
Oh, my God.
Don't worry.
That field was trash. I don't know if you've heard the story about there's drama behind the scenes about that turf. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah.
It felt like if you're on a putting green with like your cleats, how bad you would mess it up. But, everybody put on their studs. It's like, they had the same cleats on we did. At least the linemen had the same shitty cleats on that we did because they're pretty shitty. But, far as appearance, but stud wise, it was fine. It wasn't too bad.
Okay, good. Yeah, but we were watching, wondering how the hell this is what the Super Bowl field is.
Yeah.
Allegedly, I don't know if you've looked into this enough, or you're just trying to stay away from it. The sod father who has done the grass.
That's what I heard. Yeah, he ended up quitting about it because I feel like they may have over watered it, so it was nice and slippery, wet. That's kind of the hypothesis for everything.
Yeah, so the sod father who's been there, done that.
Every Super Bowl.
The sod prince or the sod son basically came in, and they empowered the young. And the young had new technique, and the sod father was kind of cucked in the corner of this whole thing. So they said that they watered too much, put the top on it, and sod father said, I was telling them. I was telling them that ain't what you're going to have. And then all of a sudden, Super Bowl Sunday, all hell breaks loose. The field's the worst it's ever been, Lane.
Yeah, the old era had a set foundation of rules, and then the younger era wants to come in and take control and get all the limelight and go on to mess things up,
That's kind of synonymous with the world, huh?
Yeah. Hey, very synonymous.
Yeah. Interesting.
Like Succession.
Sod, it is like Succession. Shout out to the Disgusting Brothers coming up on top of that whole thing. Pac-Man has a question for you, Lane.
Lane, you was talking about the draft. You got two young guys. You got Jalen and Nolan, which are dogs from Georgia.
Sorry, bud.
Have you had a chance to see them? How you think they'll fit in this year?
Yeah, I think they'll fit in the rotation from day one. Jalen's a big dude, man. He's about 6'3", I think 320, so wide. So I'm thinking him, Fletch, Jordan Davis in the middle. And then Nolan is like a similar build to Hassan, maybe a little taller, but a little leaner. So, but as far as being an athlete, man, we have some athletes on the edge. And usually like a first team, second team, like the rotational group isn't as good. But I feel like with us, we're pretty sound across the board.
And it feels like they're actually over there looking for a type of human to join the team. And I think it's because who the head coach is. Go ahead, Ty.
Yeah, Lane, just curious. We've had Coach Sirianni on the show before, and he was fucking incredible. But, when he first gets the job, he has that press conference, and everyone kind of gives him shit because it's not the cookie-cutter press conference that a head coach usually gets. I'm just curious, what is he like on a day-to-day basis, and how awesome is it playing for a guy like that?
Yeah, man, the communication is I think what sets him apart. Even after the press conference, he came back to the meeting room. He's like, bro, he's like, guys, I shit the bed on the didn't make a sound first impression. He said, I knew that, but hey, what are you going to do? So, I just like how accountable he is just with stuff like that. And I feel like just the communication is maybe just like it is here, pretty straightforward and sound.
That's awesome. Go ahead, AJ.
Lane, why do you think it's like that to where, because the communication is so great, it stands out and it's obvious? Why can't every head coach have that kind of communication?
I don't know. People grow up in different trees, different, some coaches are older, and I don't know if they necessarily identify with the young crowd as much as some of the young guys, but, I guess he grew up in a football family with brothers as coaches and his dad as a coach. So I just like him being able to relate to teams and players just because he's been around it his whole life. I think that's what makes the communication good. But I feel like maybe the barrier is just age, I would assume.
I think sometimes ego too, right? Don't you think?
Ego. Yeah. If somebody's had success in a certain way and, I don't know, maybe not wanting to adapt to new times or, let pride get in the way. But
yeah, because humans are these humans, Of
course.
I think people forget that. And Madden does this. Madden is the thing that makes people forget because Madden is just a rating, a score. That's who this person is. It's like, yeah, but that human also human.
Yeah.
Right.
Spite, ego, pride. There's a lot of things.
They need that for the Madden ratings.
Yeah, hell yeah. I'll do the spite meter for him if they need it.
Sure.
That motherfucker's going to be pissed. That guy's got some shit to prove. Connor has a question for you, Lane.
Yeah, Lane, a lot of people have seen Jason Kelce chug a 30-ounce beer on the internet.
Impressive.
Very impressive. Almost threw up at the end. He actually admitted that himself. This weekend, massive wedding. How many beers over or under do you believe will be chugged? And is Jason also the king of the beer chug in that Eagles O-line room?
Dude, how many beers? I think Jason can chug them the fastest, but I think Jordan's kind of like Andre the Giant. He may just grab 57 beers and have a night.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, he can chug. We actually had a dude named Matt Tobin from Iowa back. Imagine that, Iowa.
Oh yeah, baby.
Beer. but I felt like he had an advantage. I feel like his neck, he might have been like 6'2" if he had a regular neck, but he was about 6'6" with a long neck. He could just seagull that thing down in no time. So I'd like to see him, maybe bring him back. I think he's selling real estate in Iowa, but I'd like to see him and Jason Kelsey get after him.
Hey, Sirianni.
Yeah.
Need to sign this
Bring
guy.
him in.
Week or two.
Matt Tobin.
Need him back on the team just so we can really get to the bottom of this and have our best representatives in this whole thing. Speaking of representatives, you guys no longer there. Tone has a question for you, Lane.
Yeah, Lane, I had a question. It hasn't been a while since the Steelers and O-line have been together and within good news, but we got your guy, Isaac Siumalu. And I've heard Jason Kelsey talk glowingly about him. I assume we got a guy there?
Yeah, dude, I thought you were Tom Segura over there with the cowboy hat.
Hey, he was on yesterday. He was actually on yesterday talking about.
Yeah, man, Isaac, he's such an athlete. When he first came here, he's played some center. He's played both guard positions. He's played both tackle positions. So he's done all those extremely well. But I think just with him, his body type, he's around 6'3", 320. But just his quickness, I think he might be the quickest dude interiorly in the line. I mean, just in the NFL. His quickness, his balance, and then just smart. Him and Kels were like two coaches in the back of the room. So if a game plan they didn't like, they would let the coaches know that sucks. This isn't going to work. So really, it's really good entertainment. I'm just sitting there going, let's let the great minds get this thing right. I'll just sit back.
I like that Jason Kelsey's like that because watching that New Heights pod.
Mm-hmm.
Jason Kelsey seems like a throwback. Seems like
unreal.
Just a throwback of a human. Obviously, he's an Ohio fuck, so that has its own thing and all. But with how good he is, how humble he is, and his views on everything, seems like the perfect offensive lineman. Yeah, we love Jason Kelsey and want him to play forever over there.
Yeah, we do. I just think maybe the older he's gotten, the less views he has. Like I said this before, it's like a family dog that was real nice in its younger ages, and then as it got older, it started developing tumors, gained some weight, will likely bite you a lot quicker. So that's kind of him.
I love it. Well, keep your hands away from his mouth, sounds like. And that offensive line coach better have the fucking answers. Okay, we're going to need some answers. Yeah, hey, better. Enjoy the wedding. Tell them we said congratulations. And good luck at O-Line Mastermind next week and keep crushing it.
Yep. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, buddy. Ladies and gentlemen, Lane Johnson.
Yeah, Lane!
Jason Kelsey in the back of the room. Throw it out.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Awesome. Hey, so we're supposed to run 45 yards this way and then, not doing it.
I don't think so.
That's why a good vet in a room is a big deal, AJ, honestly.
Yeah.
And a good coach wants that good vet too. That's not just going to be talking all the time, but when there actually is an issue, let them know, hey, this looks great on film in this air-conditioned room, but this doesn't work on the field.
And to flip that even more so, coach listening and actually enacting is a lot of pride and ego going like this, which is I think whenever people hear like some NFL players talk about like, for instance, when Aaron was doing this, I was dumbfounded to hear that Aaron had next to no say about what was going on with his wide receivers, what was going on with offense, who's getting hired to call that. I was mind blown just because of what I saw Peyton do, obviously in the building, and what I've heard other stories happen around it. The NFL, the players and the coaches, now I understand the coaches might be older. They might not be though, by the way, some of the players. And I understand that they've been around football a long time. Guys in the NFL have been around football long fucking time.
Oh, yeah.
And they happen to play, obviously better than most of the people that are coaching. Yeah. So they're the ones going to have to. They have opinions. And they're also getting paid more than that particular person is. Mm-hmm. So I'm not saying that the players can always just punk coaches, but a relationship between players and coaches where the players' opinions actually matter and they actually enact them, normally where the places are winning. Those are normally the places where the teams are doing well. Love hearing that about Sirianni and the Eagles.
Oh, yeah, you need that, though. You need a relationship between the players and the coaches. And the great coaches, they're understanding. Like, every time the player is not going to be right. But if I tell your ass that I can't pull around this motherfucker and he is coming 100 miles per hour, that makes sense because the play is over with if I get smacked.
Yeah, and also you're putting me in a situation to embarrass my damn self.
Yeah.
And also, we're not going to have success. Like, aren't we trying to have success? Let's go ahead and do that. Not every player, okay?
Yeah.
That is not there's not a green light for every player to start speaking in those meetings. Jason Kelsey, though, regarded as maybe best center of all time, going to go down as that. I think by other centers are going to say that about him. Him being that active at this stage, I fucking love that guy.
Yeah.
I do. I genuinely. And with how fast he chugged that beer, I was so impressed. I was like, God damn. Used to be a beer chugger. I've retired my chug. I set it aside. I said, I'm no longer doing it. Yes. Publicly retired it numerous times. Had to. Because it got to a point where every place I walked to, I had to chug like 20 beers. You know what I mean?
What if you get firebombed?
Well, firebomb's a whole different story.
Yeah, that's not.
Firebomb's a whole different story.
Yeah.
You gotta do it. You gotta do it if you get firebombed.
Or you get set on fire.
I've been there. Peer pressure.
Yeah, if you get firebombed, it's a tough road.
It's nuts.
It's a tough road, especially if you say, I'm not doing that. It's like, you got firebombed, you have to.
What do you mean?
Firebomb is whenever you just literally walk up to somebody with a very warm fireball shot, and then you just hand it to them and say, firebomb. And then they have to drink it.
Yep.
Happened to AJ. The guy got fucking bullied.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's terrible.
no. Yeah, it was
The
unbelievable.
whole room would start.
Firebomb,
chanting.
firebomb.
I usually don't give in to peer pressure, but there I just wanted to stop, so I just drank that.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah, see, that is peer pressure, though.
Yep.
So you gave in, and that's, you know,
guys win.
Turn old dog, new tricks.
Yeah.
That's cool.
How about that?
That's why you're the champion of Ohio at this exact moment. All right, let's get to a break. We'll be back for the third hour. Yeah. In the third hour, we do not have Steph Curry.
Oh, great.
What?
Why not?
He's warming up, probably.
It's so
I
many
know.
questions.
We were mind blown too.
Is he warming up?
We
Is
were
that-
told, hey, do you want somebody from the match on Wednesday or Thursday? We said, absolutely. Love to have somebody from the match. They said, all right, how about NBA guy, you know, because that'll be a whole thing?
Yeah.
Love it.
Sure.
Perfect.
And then they said, Thursday's good. The day of, good? We go, yeah. That'd
Even
be awesome.
better. Yeah.
Like, all right, Steph, good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steph Curry.
Yeah, I'd say.
Yeah.
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 We love to talk Steph.
Yeah.
Hey, Steph, why'd you do that Sports Illustrated thing? Asshole.
Yeah. What the hell?
You know what I mean? Hey, Steph, we thought you probably could have made that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So what happened?
What's up with the housing? Right?
I know, we were told this morning. No, the person that was speaking did not know what they were speaking of.
Nope.
It's like, Jesus
It
Christ.
was like Steph Curry too. It's not like it was somebody who isn't Steph fucking Curry.
Right.
Yeah, we're understanding.
Yeah.
But I'm going to see Steph at Tahoe, and I'm going to be like,
Yeah,
her
yeah.
just canceled on us, day of.
What's that about?
You see him
What's that about?
3 weeks.
What's that all about? You NBA
gonna
people
say,
are fucking the
Yeah, no
worst.
idea.
3 weeks. You're gonna walk up to him while he's warming up on the driving range. Like, hey,
You fucking, is that what he wants?
what the hell?
Fuck.
Steph probably had no idea that this was even,
Right.
but I'm blaming him.
Yeah, you have to.
Oh, hello, Stephen. Keep your golf coach out of my fucking bay. Okay.
Prick.
I brought my own.
Oh man.
I will watch it. That's happening tonight, right?
Yep.
8:30. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited. 6:30, I thought.
Maybe it's 6:30.
I got sources have told me that one of the NFL guys, who's definitely been on our show before,
Yeah.
dialed.
Ooh.
Feeling good about his game.
Oh, that's huge.
I think it's alternate shot, I believe, because Steph is so good. I think it goes Steph Clay the whole time, doesn't it? Or at least most of it.
Yeah, I mean, but no offense, Clay, okay? No offense. If this was Splash Bro a couple years ago, maybe I would think. Pat and Travis start with their little fuckery,
Yeah.
Exactly.
They get loud.
Right.
They start dancing.
Chirping.
They start rolling, making plays.
What?
It's a little different whenever the Coors Light Bear is out there.
That's a good point.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
All Pat and Trav need to do is just act like it's 3rd and 10. Third quarter,
Yeah.
need one.
Boom.
Every single shot.
Exactly.
And boom, the NFL beats the fucking NBA.
What?
That's right.
And Clay knows it's all on him too, because we all can agree Steph's the best one there.
Oh yeah.
So if he
By far.
doesn't pick up his slack, it's over.
Yeah, is Clay, if we were to rank this, is this 1 and 4 versus 2 and 3? Do we know what Clay's game is?
Oh,
How do
yeah.
we, you know what I mean?
You don't know. We
is
really
Clay
don't know.
2?
Right.
Actually,
Yeah.
Is Clay actually
true.
2?
Then it'll be a massacre.
No.
Right?
With Patrick Mahomes, you think there's a chance there's going to be a
No,
massacre?
Pat's a stud. I'm just saying, I think Steph is better than a scratch golfer.
I agree. And him chipping in from Tahoe hit
Yeah.
the internet again. That was right behind us. We heard the eruption
So loud.
as it happened. We had to get off the fucking green for him to do that.
Yep.
So a lot of people are tweeting me, Pat, Steph Curry's going to beat Tony Romo. I'm like, I hope so. No offense, Tony Romo. No offense. Kind of offensive, I guess.
Well, he was struggling over the weekend.
He might take it that way.
I don't mean to be offensive, but Steph Curry really good at the golf.
Yes.
Swing coach.
Yep.
Track man.
Yep.
Uniform.
Oh, yeah.
all in on the sport.
Really good at the golf.
Yeah.
understand he's probably the best there. Spends the most amount of time in there.
Mm-hmm.
Has Holy Moly is one of his shows.
Bingo.
He has a golf show that he fucking does.
Yep.
But Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes. We got to remember that. Patrick Mahomes ain't just going to go quietly into the, you know what I mean?
Well, even like Kelsey, like these guys are gamers. Like Kelsey might not be great, but like he could make a 45-foot putt. You know what I mean? Like this guy is a fucking multiple Super Bowl champion.
Hey, we need it right now.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelsey, big time. We need
Let's
it
go,
right now.
NFL.
In Tahoe, he did hit like a 45-foot eagle putt.
Oh, yeah, through his club. Jump full celebration.
Bingo.
Which they will do.
Yes. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, here we go.
In their face.
And
Yeah.
the train's coming.
To AJ's point, they're minus 260. Is
Yeah,
that what I see?
heavy favorite.
Are they?
Yeah.
I know.
on,
I hear
boys.
Trav has been playing. Trav has
on
been
Clay.
playing the course a lot.
We're pulling for you, NFL guys. And also because Steph canceled on us, so fuck 'em.
Yeah.
Right.
Come on, Mahomes, Kelsey.
I'm curious about Clay's game. Have we ever seen Clay play golf?
So I've seen him shoot. He's very mechanical.
Yeah.
He has perfect form. I would assume his golf swing probably pretty fucking good.
Okay.
Yeah, the only thing is he is on his boat a lot. I don't know if he's more of a boat or fisherman than golf guy.
I fish because I don't golf, some people say.
That's the thing, yeah.
Has he ever played at American Century Championship?
Clay? AJ, has he played in your tournament?
I don't think so.
And he's definitely been invited.
You and AJ both finished ahead of Kelsey in last year's Tahoe.
He's a lot
That don't
better
mean
this year,
nothing.
though. I
That
know
don't
that.
mean
He's a lot better.
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean anything. All right. What time's this thing happening? 6:30?
6:30, 8:30 maybe.
I thought 8:30.
Bleacher Report, Turner.
6:30.
TBS.
Oh, perfect.
TNT.
TNT.
Charles Barkley's going to have a microphone, so it's worth watching.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm in.
Do we know the format at all? We don't know anything, do we?
No.
We should have done a little bit more research, maybe. We're supposed to have
I don't know if they put it out. I really don't know.
Clay Thompson, 15 handicap is what Zito just searched.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Oh, so
He's not great.
I like
That's
Kelsey
not-
Mahomes.
I bet he plays much better than a 15.
Probably.
You think he's been preparing though? I don't know.
What am I wonder?
This year's event features
Right,
12
24,
holes of
25?
scramble.
Yeah, if
30, 35,
publicly,
40.
I'm probably like a 20 handicap, 21.
100 is typically.
It's
I got a couple strokes on each hole.
It's a scramble. Yeah. They got no chance.
It's a scramble the
Who
whole
has
time?
no chance?
The NFL.
So you just play Steph's ball the whole day?
Yep.
I still disagree.
What a joke. Steph's a +1.
He's not, though. He's actually probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
No,
on.
that's
better
means
than
so.
Plus one.
Oh,
Plus one
shit.
means better.
Plus one.
right?
Yeah,
Scratch,
that's
yeah.
better
They
than scratch.
might be getting some strokes.
And it says Mahomes is a 7-7.
Oh, my
Pretty good.
God. Steph is so good at golf.
There's gonna be some strokes.
Steph
Yeah,
is so
look at his
good
swing.
at golf.
Look how smooth he has that super smooth swing. Oh, the ball went 385 right down.
So Tony Romo beat him last year?
Yeah.
Yeah, Steph's highest at American Century is third.
Yeah, I mean, which is amazing to think of. He comes like 2 weeks after the season's over and almost wins that thing.
Last year, he finished tied for 16th.
So I gave him a motivational speech last year at the driver range. Probably why he's not coming on the show today.
Oh, no.
He just got done winning the championship and MVP. I think he just hosted the ESPYs, won something else.
Probably.
And then American Century Championship was immediately afterwards. I was like, Steph, this is a fucking movie. Like, you're on a movie run right now. Like, you have to win this tournament. Like, if you win this tournament, think about what you just fucking, that would be absolutely bananas.
Biblical.
In the basketball world, you just broke every record and you won everything. Then in the entertainment world, you had one of the biggest hosting gigs that there could have been. And then golf, you just win the fucking thing back to back. I mean, that is, you have to win this thing. And then I think he said, all right. And then he just hit a ball. And then his golf coach said, a little bit behind it. And then I got it.
Makes sense. Yeah, I mean,
Let's get to a break. We'll be back on the other side with some phone calls. And also, wrapping up this glorious Dan Orlovsky Thursday.
That's right.
I can't wait to hear Dan Orlovsky's thoughts on just how it all was handled, what he did. He was not happy with us.
I mean, I saw that tweet come through where it showed that his math was wrong, and I was like, oh, okay. How does this play out?
Should have used.
I saw it as well. I didn't want to tweet him immediately upon seeing that tweet, going like,
Did he do the scorecard? He should have blamed the other guy.
yeah, Chuck or Kevin or Clib.
Yep.
I don't like doing a scorecard.
Hey, I got to keep your score at the American Century thing. Is that right?
I don't.
Yeah.
They'll usually hand you somebody else. You have to do someone's score.
Yeah, you keep the caddy keeps one of the three. So it's like if I had Pax had yours, and yours had mine. Oh,
Pass it to the right.
yeah, exactly.
I see the boys in PGA. They got to do the same thing, right? They're sitting there,
They gotta sign
sitting
it.
waiting on the green to keep somebody else's score.
Yep.
I've tried to learn the intricacies of golf a little bit more. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have the score thing in that back pocket.
Have to.
Hanging out. You know what I mean?
Big old deal. Yeah, get the customized one that says something.
I got an Amish made one, actually. Thank you for asking. Leather.
Sweet.
What's it say?
PMS.
Strength and honor.
Oh, sweet. Strength and honor.
Oh, that's my rifle.
Jack Carr, strength and honor.
That's my rifle right over there. Then there's a painting right there. Hey, Bruce. We'll get to it on the other side.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's all go take a leak, and let's finish this Thursday off beautiful fashion.
Hell yeah.
Be a friend, tell a friend something nice. Brand new segment aired in the first hour. Hashtag TBT Fave Football. The boys are going to go through their favorite games from last season. Tone Diggs led it off. Beautifully, beautifully done by Tone, and Jake Herbstreit did the editing.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Everybody did the editing, so make sure you give him a shout out. Great job by both parties. And here it is for the second time ever. We'll see you on the other side of that for a beautiful hour 3. Be a friend, tell a friend something nice. Hashtag TBT Fave Football. Bye.
Welcome to hashtag TBT Fave Football, where each week one of us will be going through one of our favorite games from the past NFL season. Week 1 will be me. Week 2, Boston Connor. For this first game, I have chosen Week 17, Steelers, Ravens, Sunday Night Football. Why did I choose this game? Well, the Steelers at this point were 7-8, okay? On the verge of Mike Tomlin's first losing season as a Steelers head coach. The last time the Steelers had played the Baltimore Ravens, just a few weeks before, Kenny Pickett got knocked out by the rival Baltimore Ravens, so this is a big game for him. The week before this, Kenny Pickett threw a game-winning touchdown to George Pickens against the Raiders. So this was a big momentum game, still in playoff contention. Now the game, first quarter, second quarter, not much happened until 9 seconds left in the second quarter. Isaiah Likely scores a touchdown, huge touchdown. Ravens go up 7 right before half. How were they here? A very, very ill-timed, ill-advised penalty by Cam Hayward, a leader, a captain of the team. After they had just got off the field on third down, a personal foul sets up the Ravens for a touchdown. Isaiah Likely going up 10-3 at half. Let's roll into the second half. We have played 2.5 quarters. We have 3 points, 3rd and 14 on their own 35. Kenny drops back. Oh my God, the dog himself, okay? Mr. George Pickens out of Georgia comes up with an incredible catch on 3rd and 14. They have been doing nothing all game. 3rd and 14, huge catch, just past the sticks. Does this lead to a touchdown? No, this is not what the Steelers and Ravens rivalry is. But it does lead to a 51-yard field goal by Chris Boswell, the Boz himself, just absolutely fucking drilled, okay? We needed it for momentum. You can't just go 13-3 into the fourth quarter. That's not something we need. 3rd and 4, we need something. We pick up something here. Deontay Johnson runs a beautiful route. Oh, stick your foot in the ground and get back, okay? Wide open. Oh, make a miss. Let's go. It ends with another Chris Boswell field goal, but that's okay. The Ravens so far in the second quarter have gone 4 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. They have done absolutely nothing this quarter. This is huge. Ravens get this first down here. They could potentially run out the clock in the game. Offense doing nothing this half, but let's see what they do here on this play. Okay, run up the middle. Stuffed. Absolutely stuffed. The same guy who made a mistake earlier. Look at him just, oh, Ronnie Stanley, you're a good player. No. Cam Hayward drives him back into the backfield, stop on 3rd and 4. Huge, huge. Why is this huge? Because they punt the ball. Steelers get the ball back, 2 minutes left on their own 30 here. Kenny Pickett rolls out. Now, Kenny, we've been talking about lately, athlete, rolls out, huge pass to Muth. Now here is the throw of the game, the play of the game. Drills a ball down the seam to Steven Sims. And look, that's an NFL throw, okay? For those of you who said Kenny Pickett, yeah, he's got 2 gloves, he's got small hands, he's a college quarterback. No, that's an NFL throw down the seam, okay? This is one of the moments where I said, oh, is that a first-round pick, Mr. Hamilton? Yeah, you are. Over you. That's an NFL throw. These are the throws that built up Kenny in his rookie season that made us believe here coming into the second season. 1 minute left, 13-9, 3rd and 8. Absolutely need it. We get some pressure up in the face. Oh, Kenny, athlete, rolls right. Gosh! Touchdown! Kenny leads the offense down for a game-winning drive for the second week in a row, and his allure his story in Pittsburgh continues to build. 11 plays, 80 yards, 320. Now, not only did they go down and score, they left barely any time left. 56 seconds for an offense that hasn't done anything, but they still have some time. Here we go, though. 20 seconds left. Rolls out. Minka. Fucking ball game. Minka. Steelers moved to 8-8. They went out. Now, did they make the playoffs? No. But Mike Tomlin saved a no losing season. You know, it was something that we could build on. Did we get? Yeah. The legend of Kenny motherfucking Pickett. And that was my favorite game of this 2022 season. Next week, Boston Connor will be giving you his. And this was the first rendition of hashtag TBT Fave Football.
But then as we learn more and more about you, and I think the Masters does a great job of telling stories, and that's why it is so big internationally. I'm a small swinger, half swinger as well. The reason why I do it is because I'm not athletic enough to make solid ball contact, so I have to shorten that thing down, and I'm nowhere near as flexible. I learned about you that your swing is like that potentially because you were born with club foot. Is that the true beginnings of why your swing is the way it is?
I've learned recently that when it comes to club foot, I'm in a less severe end of the spectrum based on the people I've met. But if I have to give you an image, I mean, if this is my leg and my foot, right? Looking from the side. My leg up until the ankle's fine, and then my foot was turned 90 degrees and then another 90 degrees this way. So the whole outside of my foot and the top of my toes were on the ground.
When was this? When you were a child?
I was born like that.
Dude.
Hey, buddy. Look, you get this.
What's up, buddy?
There you go. So,
how are you?
You want to bring me a chip? Look at that. You know that they were hungry?
Hell yeah, that's the most relatable thing. I'm keto. I can't eat that.
So the funny thing is, I was born with that, and then at the time, the process is they took my foot and broke it into place. So an specialist broke my ankle in place, cast it right away. My parents saw me with the cast on within 20 minutes of being born. What that did is, when you're growing so much, how you doing? Look at that. Don't cancel the show.
Now you do whatever you want.
When you're developing as a child so quickly, that leg didn't develop the same way. So from knee down, it's smaller. See you later, buddy. Go with him.
Hey, see you, dude.
He likes being on TV.
Hell yeah, you look very natural. And he's incredibly cute.
Yeah.
So from the knee down, just developed differently?
From knee down, my leg is a little shorter. For most Americans, about half an inch. And then my right foot is smaller as well, with very limited mobility. The way my ankle developed, it's barely anything. So for that reason, I had to get 2 surgeries to stretch my Achilles tendon to get a little bit more mobility. But even then, it's very, very, very limited. So when you're talking about loading your right hip in golf, my ankle can't support a full turn. Therefore, 3/4 swing. That's basically what it is in a nutshell. It helps to be a big enough athlete in golf to still get the leverage to hit it long enough. But yeah, that's the way I have the swing I have.
Hey,
Why?
let's go.
This show fucking stinks. And the fact that you listen, we are very, very thankful for it.
AJ, never cease to amaze me with your toxicity, pal.
You got a couple of these?
God damn it! What the fuck are you doing?
Fuck Boston
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our humble abode, the Thunderdome. On this Dan Orlovsky is a good guy, we think. Thursday, June 29th, 2023. Hour 3 of this program starts now. Sports are happening, and that is AJ Hawk. The Toxic Table is here at Ty Schmidt, at Boston Connor, and at Boston Connor's Mullet. One half of the Hammer, Dahn, Cowboys Tone Diggs is here. How are we doing gambling over there?
We knew what was going to happen last night.
Yep.
You lost.
I did.
Wow. Big fat mouth. You've been getting into good shape. You know, you've been getting into good shape. The body's been looking good. But yesterday, I feel like you really just decided to put yourself right into it.
We knew it was going to happen.
What did you say? You said, well, the rest of the show stinks, but
That's
I'm winning.
not what I said.
That's what you said.
Then I said, hey, how's the Hammer Down crew doing gambling-wise? Ty, what did he say pretry much?
Said, well, I'm winning.
Oh, yeah, that was the exact quote. And then he said, Gumpy.
That's not what I said.
You didn't ask me about Gumpy. You didn't ask me about Mitt. You didn't ask me about Bruce.
What?
You didn't ask me about Nick. You didn't ask me about the tour junkies. You didn't ask me about anybody. You asked me about me. I'm fucking doing great. Thanks. Everybody else sucks at their job.
Yeah.
That's not my fault. You kind of got offended that I even asked you.
A little bit.
And then we all kind of knew that there was a chance that for every action, there was an equal and opposite reaction.
Big time.
And the Goblin Gods heard what you said, and they said, "Is that right? Oh, is that right?" And they hey, down with the cowboy.
That's right.
Down with the cowboy.
Put those saddles down.
And up with the Canadian cowboy. Ladies and gentlemen, Gumpy has joined us. Gumpy! Hey, yesterday, whenever Diggs said, well, everybody else kind of sucks, but I'm doing good, did you hear that? And what were your thoughts on what the Goblin Gods were going to do to him last night?
That's classic Tony, but he's not lying. I've been taking it on his chins this week.
Oh, no! Everybody sucks at Hammer Dahn right now.
That's not classic Tony. Okay, first and foremost.
The Hammer Dahn Cowboys are not friends right now.
No, they're not good Gomblers either, it sounds like.
No, they're not.
No, we're very much friends right now. You're allowed to have one losing night. Okay, I think Bruce had a winning night. So
Hey, Bruce, AQI's high.
Right. I don't listen to what Mitt says on the show, so I have no fucking clue what he did.
I heard a big pop out of Mitt the other day.
Well, earlier too, when you turned around when we were talking about Isaiah Rodgers, there was a big from back there. I could hear it from here.
There he is, living his best life. That baby Mitt, fresh haircut, living good. Gumpy, how's life? How we doing? We looking good? Sounds like we're in a good spot, eh?
Yeah, the gambling's been shit, but everything else is on the up and up.
Okay. That's all that matters.
Every once in a while, you got to shake a few hands to do some things every once in a while. We appreciate the hell out of you, Gumpy. Let's get a winner, huh? Let's get some winners out here.
Let's have a night, huh, lads?
I think the last time we talked to you, you said you're not doing first fives anymore. You're doing full games. Let's go back to what we know. Let's go back to first fives, right?
It's tough. Some of these teams are so shit. You can't get them at a decent number.
But let me do your job for you, Gump. Okay. We're betting on Shohei.
Yeah.
We're betting on Joey Votto.
What? Ellie De La Cruz.
And
anybody the Oakland A's are playing against.
Boom. Because guy throws a perfect game, and the only comments are, that's against the Oakland A's.
Yeah.
So we're betting against them, and we're betting for everything else. That seems pretty easy. How do you feel about the gambling stuff that's coming out of the NFL? These guys are, Isaiah Rodgers never going to play in the NFL again, and we don't think, probably in the XFL forever. But whenever it comes out, there's a prop bet. Shouldn't we hear if he bet for his teammate to succeed or for his teammate to fail? Shouldn't we know that?
He would have said if he did, wouldn't he? Like, he's already suspended. Wouldn't you come out and be like, it was for the over? Like, it doesn't matter now. He's cooked.
But everybody is probably, the smart people around him are probably telling him, just don't say anything about this.
Trying to be quiet.
But JC Tretter was right, man. Like, that's absurd that he could, you play blackjack 8 hours in Cleveland, go to New Orleans, play for 2 hours, and you face a suspension. Like, that doesn't make sense. That's fucking stupid.
I agree. There has to be a way to figure it out, and we hope people will figure it out. Gumpy, why don't you, if you were to figure it out, I think it would be an automatic.
Yeah. He's in.
Come on in.
Just right back in there. But it sounds like we're getting closer, huh? Is that what you're reading? Or you're reading the same thing I'm reading, right? It feels like we're closer.
Yeah, things are looking good.
I think so too. Wow. Some real optimism. Hell yeah, dude. We'll do a doc about it all.
Oh, yeah.
You have to.
You're engaged? Is that what it is?
AJ?
What's that, AJ?
The office, AJ?
Is he engaged? Is that what happened? Is that why we're progressing on with this?
Oh, I didn't see those.
That don't work. I got some bad news for everybody. That don't work.
What do you mean?
Yeah, there's a lot of people
Chuck
saying.
and Larry movie. I saw Chuck and Larry.
I've gotten about 20,000 messages. That ain't how it works anymore. I hate to break it.
Yeah, he can't just marry Lisa Ann and become an American.
We tried.
Which is bold.
We were all hoping for that.
That was the dream.
Would have been done a long time ago if that was the case.
And I believe Lisa was even like,
Oh, yeah.
she was with it.
She said okay. Threw her hat in the ring.
She was like, I will represent the United States of America here and offer you up an opportunity to get back in. America needs you inside of it. And Lisa Ann was like, I got you.
Sure.
And then we looked into it. It's like, maybe back, way back.
She's still waiting.
We appreciate Lisa's offerings there.
Yeah.
Gump was too much of a man.
Excuse me?
Gump was just too much. She couldn't handle Gump. That's the thing.
No, it was never Lisa was in.
She was that in. Was it. AJ.
I've seen her film.
Lisa Ann was in. Lisa Ann was in 100%. They do say the sledgehammer from the painter, similar to that of Tom Segura, not Tom Segura's 6-year-old.
That's right.
How about Tom Segura saying that yesterday? The reason why it's called sledgehammer is because I got a bigger dick than my 6-year-old son.
Right.
Yeah.
Just
hadn't heard AJ drop a dong in a minute either.
Yeah, he loves it. Any opportunity he can get for a good dong talk. We appreciate you. We'll watch Hammer down. And tonight, you're going to be a winner. Remember that.
Let's get back on the winning streak, lads. Tonight's the night.
And when you do, you'll say, yeah, I hit a couple. The boys are getting there, as opposed to saying, I'm good. Everybody else stinks, right? We heard what happened.
I will do that, Tony. Don't worry.
I've learned in my life, I don't speak for others, okay?
That's very nice of you.
Smart.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gumpy, thank you, pal. We did hear some good news. At one time, it was not good news at all.
No.
Yeah, for a while.
It was like, oh, we're doing it, and boom. And then, oh, we're doing it, boom. And then, no, this time, actually. And then, yeah. And then, whoa.
Opposite.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Harder fall
Uh-huh.
than any of them.
And that one didn't come back up for a while.
No, and that one was like a little bit of, is that right?
Now we're on the climb now.
Now we're trust the climb again. Now we've tried every avenue here. We've tried the guaranteed avenue, allegedly. We tried the best of all time avenue, allegedly. We tried working some side doors, allegedly. Now we're trying to work, a different angle.
We didn't try Urlachers.
Now this one, we have not tried the way he described the south door.
Yeah, that's right.
We tried the side door. We don't try the south door because I don't know if that works with being a visible profession.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if that's necessarily the best way to go about doing things, we were told. But this way, since the beginning of the country, this has been the way things kind of work. And I don't love that I'm a part of it. I want to let everybody know that. Utilizing my presence in society and platform to talk to people to make this happen. I don't think that's good. I don't like that it is possible. But this is our last resort to get our guy in. And I guess this is the way it goes. Don't love it, though.
No.
But when Gumpy walks in here,
man,
I'm going to love that more.
The energy.
I'm going to love that
The
more.
pizzazz that'll be in this building.
Oh, the pizzazz meter.
Through the roof.
Ding, 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 those are capital Z's.
Yeah.
Big time.
You know what I mean?
Capital P.
And maybe like 5 of them.
Yeah.
Pizzazz.
Wait, was that the P word?
Oh, he called me a pizzazz and broke boy.
No.
Maybe.
Could have been.
McIntyre just got dunked on by Kevin Durant in his DMs and said, hey, everybody, look what this guy said to me.
Yeah, check it out. It was sweet. Look.
Speaking of DMs, we have a new favorite hockey coverer, and we'd like to extend an opportunity for him to come on the show sometime. And we hope he is on TV more. Ain't that right, Ty?
Yeah, that is absolutely right. But I'm also done with this guy.
Whoa!
What?
I am. Don't try to make me feel bad for giving you a compliment. Again, I cannot, do anything about what people say on the internet. People are assholes, period. People have said mean shit to me, to you, to Pac, to Diggs, Connor, to everyone in the back.
No.
That's the way it fucking works.
No, you, though, need to
What
fix
did you
that.
say to him, though? What exactly did you say to him?
Boom, right there.
That's sweet.
Does anyone know who this weapon of mass destruction?
I would be up all night. I'd be so excited if I got that tweet.
Me as well. We are all very confused by it all. But
Can you scroll down? Can we see any comments?
Nah,
That's what I asked
let's
for.
not spotlight any of that.
Don't need to do that because people are assholes. Like
I agree.
that's part of it.
I agree.
But also, like I said, I really do take issue with trying to make me feel really bad about it, while also this morning going over my head when we had a communication, and he can say that he wasn't trying to get me like fired or reprimanded, but that's absolutely what you're doing when you DM someone's boss and then also go to their CFO and be like, hey, maybe this guy should think about what he tweets out before he actually does it. So
I think we just have a Thunderball game. You and him settle it.
Yeah, that'd be
sweet.
Once and for all.
I'd rather get in the octagon with you at this point.
There we go.
I don't think you want that.
Undercard of Elon and Zuck.
Yeah. It is.
Now we're talking.
Just a couple hockey media guys. Been in the game longer than
And I don't need anyone doing my, heavy lifting for me. Like, you don't need to go to Dave Satriano and, like, tell him he's a piece of shit or anything. Like, you don't need to do that. Like, I'm fine with doing that
All
because
right,
that's
let's go to
kind of
the
where I'm
phone.
at right now.
Let's go to the phone.
So don't be mean to this guy, okay?
Yeah, I
That
would like
works.
him.
That always works.
What do you mean?
I mean, come on now.
What do you mean? Of course it always
This is going on with Taylor Swift and John Mayer right now. Her people are going after John, I guess. And she said, hey, guys, be easy.
That's the problem, though, is I never went after the guy.
He complimented him.
Yeah.
He didn't make a Dear
I'm
Dave
with you.
song.
I'm with you, Ty. I'm on your side, Ty. I agree. But people are stupid.
Wait, what
They
did
mean
John
things.
do?
I don't know. Dear John, I guess, listen. This whole
Swifties
Taylor-
go after everyone.
This whole Taylor Swift thing's crazy.
Yeah, she's absurd.
Whoa.
In
I'm
the
not
best
saying that.
way.
She's
in the
taking
best
over
way.
the world.
You better watch
I'm saying
No.
the Taylor Swift thing is great. My wife is going to a concert here in a couple of days.
Yeah.
Boy, I've just
My
been,
kids are going too.
I've been completely within Taylor Swift's world the last few days.
Yeah, I love Taylor Swift. I'm not saying absurd in a bad way. I'm saying absurd in like the spectacle that is. I mean, the things that.
Oh, you're saying absurdly awesome.
Yes.
Got it, because it is actually.
It
is wild to see.
Yeah, and the concerts that people have talked about, like J.J. Watt, for instance, we actually talked about what he said about the concert. He said she went on there for what?
3.5 hours straight, no breaks.
Yeah, 40 straight songs.
So she's just a machine.
Yes.
More of a machine than BTS?
I think so, dude.
Yeah, actually.
I think
She's
so.
the biggest right now. Like you see like clips of like Beyonce's over at international tour. There's all these gigantic tours, and it's almost like nobody's doing anything because all you see is Taylor Swift stuff.
So they were talking about the price for what was it, for Messi's game?
Right.
The cheapest ticket for Messi's debut, the cheapest ticket for Beyonce's tour currently, and the cheapest ticket for Taylor Swift's tour currently. I think any show, I think it was what it was.
Yeah.
Cheapest ticket was like $1,391.
Oh yeah.
And Beyonce, who was fucking Beyonce, like $380 or something.
Do they set the ticket prices? How does that work?
I don't know. I know Taylor, right? She's been trying to like defeat every aspect of music that is kind of fucked.
Yeah.
Like the rights and ownership and everything. She's trying to get that back. She does all of her own shit. So it makes very entrepreneurial. So like it makes sense why she has gotten into the battles it feels like she's gotten into. The Scooter Braun one, the re-recording one, the wanting to own it, the writing everything, the doing everything. I assume the stadium tours and the ticket sales, because I think she was not happy with Ticketmaster because of the way it all went, maybe because she told him what was potentially going to happen. Like, I think she's a part of all of it. I think she's like a super genius who's also a super talent.
Yeah, actually.
We don't have a lot of those.
Does she have her own label? Does she have her own label where she signs up and comers? I would imagine if she doesn't, she will do that.
Does anybody open for her?
I don't think so.
Yes.
I remember that's. Oh, actually, yeah.
Yeah, because that's
They
how,
do. I don't know who it is, but she does have an opening.
So that would just be her label. That would be very easy, right?
Ed Sheeran opened for her when she did a Red tour. So it was them two on tour. Yeah, I think it was both domestic and international.
It says expect opening acts from Muna and Gracie Adams.
All right. Well, good luck out there, Muna.
Yeah, I bet they're next up. Both of them right there.
Yeah, that's like if because a couple of the dudes I've met through music, if they get to open for somebody in front of like that's a huge.
That's a big deal.
That's huge.
That's a big deal.
Stadium.
Right?
Yeah, big deal. Like
Didn't you used to do shows and stuff? You used to like do stuff with shows, right?
Yeah. I used to throw some of the biggest shows that were. So I've had Future. Just say for this one card, I had Future, Young Thug. At that time, Rich Homie Quan was hot.
Moneybagg Yo.
Open act would be a Jacquees on that.
Okay.
Like where? What kind of venue?
This one was in what is it called in Cincinnati? Pavilion, the outside pavilion.
Is that Riverbend? What used to be called Riverbend?
Riverbend, yeah.
And we have one.
We had probably like 4,000.
Yeah.
You were the one that priced it, sold it, booked it, promoted it?
Yep.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
And then you got to worry about everybody that's there, what happens at the time and afterwards.
And the biggest part is getting the artists there on time. These fucking artists are prima donnas, bro. It's like, bro, you got your money, come get your back end. You need to be here at this time to get the back end. You have to stay here to get the back end. Hour late, we only got the venue till 11 o'clock. If I got an hour late, that mess up the whole show. And then he gets there at 10:30 and want the back end and still want to go perform.
So
That's not going to work, bro.
Hold on. Didn't Connie, what was Connie, 4 or 5 hours?
I think
6 hours.
You get fined like a certain thousands per minute you go over.
So at the time, I went to a Kid Rock concert here in Indiana.
Hell
2009, 2010.
Shout out. Yeah, bro.
2009, 2010.
You lucky son of a
Went to a
gun.
Kid Rock concert, and it was 10:59, and he said, they just told me that if I go past 11, they're going to find me, and he said the actual number, whatever it is, per minute because of noise ordinance or whatever.
Yeah.
And he said, like perfectly timed, he said, I told him, my name is Kid. And he went right into ball with the ball. I've never seen a crowd of drunk whites go more crazy.
Yeah, that just gave me chills.
I have never, it was a moment, bro. I was like, holy shit. And then as the song, because I was probably at altitude a little bit.
Sure.
And, ball with the ball, obviously at the time was an absolute fucking heater or whatever. But I couldn't make it through the whole song because I just kept wondering, like, how much is it? That's we only go till 11. That's kind of fucked up. What do we? And then you start thinking about, oh, there's neighbors here, and there's like families over here.
Union too. The union has to pay to clean. They're cleaning everything up and breaking stuff down. Like, you got to get them out of there.
The lights people. It's not easy to throw in events or anything like that. So shout out to you, huh?
Yeah.
Future,
Go, Pack.
Young Thug.
Never. No, go ahead.
Rich Homie Quan.
What?
Jacquees.
What?
I'd go to that.
Absolutely.
Of course.
It's a hell of a show.
You say never again?
Hell of a headache, too. Never again.
Never. Not one more time. Would you ever do that?
I'm saying I would invest, but I don't want to be the guy that have to worry about everything. Like, if I can say, all right, what's this lineup you got? Boom, boom, boom. I can agree to that.
Oh, you want to be a consultant. Okay, that's smart. That's a good play.
It's a lot of work doing.
We're all trying to get to the consultant phase of anything.
Yeah.
AJ, aren't we? Aren't we trying to become consultants for everything?
I would love to be a consultant. I'd like to be paid to be on some boards of big companies. That'd be amazing.
Hell yeah. I didn't even think about that phase of life. That's going to come at some point, probably.
Yeah, boards.
Boards.
I want to be on a board.
Hell yeah.
Oh, you got to fly in once a year and sit in a meeting. You can pay me some cash.
Yep.
Like Lord.
What's that?
Lord.
Yeah, Lord Howe.
Lord. I only
Lord?
thing I'm saying, I didn't
Lord?
see no
The
job.
singer?
The singer?
No, Lord.
No.
I'm talking about the
Lord,
new-
yeah.
She's
Lord?
Australian. I
Jesus
think.
Christ?
Jesus?
You talking about Jesus Christ?
He's also on a board.
No, Lord.
The new NFLPA president.
Oh, Lord.
Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord. Yeah,
We got it.
He's a consulting firm, the biggest consulting firm.
Yeah.
And also, he sits on GE Healthcare's board.
Yeah.
He's going to be able to get that figured out, AJ. $2 billion, they said they're going to need. $2 billion.
For healthcare?
Yeah.
Yep.
Do they have it?
Sound like no. But the we don't need a lifetime.
Yeah,
Just
the
20
plan.
then. 10, 15.
That'd be cool.
Exactly.
It has to be a number.
Yeah, they expect everybody to be dead within 15 years of their last game anyway.
So just run it.
There you go.
Do 15.
I saw pickleball's costing $400 million in healthcare.
$377 million I saw. Is that the number you saw
I
as
saw
well?
400. They
Doctors
probably
are
did.
pumped.
That's absurd.
For pickle
People were talking about this now. I thought they
That
were
was
just
what
pickleball.
Macro
I
said.
thought they were pickleball haters. And all these pickleball haters that saw pickleball growing and potentially taking over their sport, they started saying to themselves, hey, we're looking at a lot of these pickleball courts that are popping up everywhere, seeing a lot of unathletic people doing some stuff that could potentially cost them. And we're saying, oh, don't be a hater. These people are getting back into shape. It's good exercise. They might be out of shape now, but you play a couple pickleball games, you don't have to move much, then bang, you're right back on the path of fitness. You're doing it. Pickleball's a good thing. Turns out what they were saying was right. Yeah, people could move slow, and it could be an easy thing. But whenever you're changing direction for the first time, maybe 20, 30 years, there are some ligaments that potentially go. They're saying orthopedic surgeons are cashing in from pickleball because you hit a little drop shot, back in high school, maybe that brain starts thinking to itself, I can get there.
Yeah.
But the body is stuck into the today. And that thing, Achilles, gone.
Boom.
How you doing? Oh, I'm going to cut over here. I'm going to switch hands maybe. Cut back over here. Ankle, boom, bang, paddle on ground.
Yeah.
That's what they're saying.
Oh, yeah. Hip replacements. I mean,
No
people
joke.
are getting
It's great.
real fucked up.
That's commitment, though, AJ. There's not a lot of
Orthopedic surgeons, man. I got a buddy's an orthopedic surgeon. He tells me he has a lot of pickleball people coming in.
So anytime you see an adult with a brace on, you know that they had to do something. You know what I mean?
If you're out to dinner and you're wearing shorts and you have a Dahn Joy knee brace, or even worse, I think, if you have a knee sleeve to just keep it warm, what are we doing?
What are we doing?
How about sleeve?
Put some pants on, pal.
How about sleeve, tight wrap, then Dawn Joy on top of that, just to cover all the fucking bases. But if they're an adult that doesn't look like a professional athlete, you do always have to wonder, like, what were you doing in life that could have got you there? And maybe they're explosive workouts in the gym.
Sure.
Maybe, behind closed doors, they really like to get at it. After it. Who knows?
What do you mean?
I'm talking about jumping off the top.
Yep.
Coming in. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, got it. Yeah. How they enter the sexual atmosphere.
Or maybe just kind of set the mood. You know what I mean? They're jumping around doing jumping jacks. You never know.
got it.
Getting loose.
Watch this thing hit me in the chest. You know what I mean? Never know. Whatever the case.
Hit my nose this time.
Oh, maybe the forehead. Oh, yeah. You don't know. But you do have to wonder, like, what does this fucking human do that caused them to tear something or break something? Turns out everybody you see right now that is an adult that does not look like a professional athlete that has any of these braces set up on their body, it's pickleball. That's what the report basically said.
Pickleball elbow, too. I bet we're going to see those little tennis elbow things coming back in a big way.
Yeah.
So many AI sleeves.
Copper fit.
Oh, my God.
You kidding me?
Boy.
Shoulders.
It's a good game, though. Pickleball's a good game.
Yeah.
Great game.
It is. Fun game.
I'm very happy. I didn't tear anything playing except for my
Platius.
Platius. Remember, I was almost in the ortho because my Platius got a little tangled up.
You got to use the crypto thingy, whatever the hell it's
I
called.
heard paddleball's taking over.
Paddleball's been around, right? Long time?
Yeah, I think it's taking over pickleball, though.
Less movement than pickleball?
Faster
Wait,
with walls.
Oh yeah, are you thinking paddleball?
Squash?
Paddleball, yeah. The
inside the
no, the ball's
glass?
like rubbery.
No,
It's played on a
he's
heated
talking-
platform.
He's talking about this insane
Yeah.
thing that
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh,
it
yeah.
literally's taking over. Like, people are getting rid of pickleball courts, adding
No,
walls,
I just
making
don't
it
think
paddleball.
that's.
No, I don't think. I think there's too much infrastructure for that paddleball to take over pickleball courts.
I think pickleball is going to see it decline, though. I think.
Oh yeah, because people are sick of hearing about it. What do you mean?
No, not only that. Just like me,
You done with it?
I enjoy playing it for fitness reasons.
Sure.
And I enjoyed like playing it. It was a fun game. But if I'm doing something else fitness-wise, which I currently am doing, it's like I'm not thinking about adding pickleball into my life.
Not even a little.
If I was to tear my ACL, I don't know if I'm coming back.
Probably not.
It's like, I don't know if I'm going to come. People might be mentally tougher and love pickleball more than I do. And I feel like I enjoy it a lot. But if it caused me to be 6 months doing rehab and everything, I'm probably not going to just
Never
sign
again.
up to play that again.
Yeah, couldn't do it.
As an adult.
Especially if it could you imagine it
But-
happening twice? You do all that rehab, you come back? And
I
do
don't
it?
think you'll tear your ACL playing pickleball.
I hope I don't.
I mean, maybe some crazy if you're going for some Phil Maines diving out of bounds shot and you fall off a cliff, maybe.
How about CFO Phil had 3 of the top 5 plays in pickleball at Super Bowl and was, no offense, Phil, I don't think he won a game.
Yeah.
I don't think any of him and his partner won.
I think he won a couple games.
Sorry, match.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, yeah.
Match.
I'm just trying. When a guy
He's the
hustles
guy
like
that's
Phil
going to
hustles-
tear his.
I
Exactly,
give him
yeah.
credit.
He might tear someone else's by diving.
Yeah, he's a triathlete. He's properly jogged.
He's more likely
left
to
it all out there.
break his jaw or something though from hitting his head on the cement diving for something.
Or his elbow
Yeah,
comes down
exactly.
on a tree or something.
He'll tear his partner's ACL though. Friendly fire going for a ball.
Exactly.
Boom. Yeah, kind of submarine like the Philadelphia Eagles offense.
I didn't think you had it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, actually, you know what he might do? Switch hands, dive, boom, hits guy.
Yep, right in the back of the knee.
Boom, tears knee. You know what I mean? Just because he's too good.
Yeah, ball
Too
goes
strong.
over, though.
Tries too hard. Anyways, we hope everybody stays safe. Speaking of staying safe, guy just got paid for the New England Patriots. Wide receiver Devontae Parker getting a paycheck from the New England Patriots. You love this play from Mac Jones?
Yeah, I like it a lot. Everybody kept saying, like, last year he was dog shit. We got to throw out last year. Matt Patricia was the OC. We cannot go back to whatever he did then. He's good on the outside. I do believe it also created just a little bit of cap space for this year. I believe Michael Lombardi was the one who came on last week and said, yeah, the Patriots have $162 million next year right now, so they have a lot of room to work. This probably will be good in the long run, and it could be like an Aguilar situation where if we sign him to a 3-year deal, if he's not doing good after year 1 or year 2, we can probably just cut bait and be okay.
Yeah, Bill always has an ability to kind of get out of something if he doesn't want to be in it anymore.
Exactly, yeah. He's very good at that. Even if it is something that people don't completely agree with. Like, I mean, we can go back to a 20-year relationship with Tom Brady. You know, not a lot of people thought that was the greatest exit out. But again, you know, some things just have to be done for the good of the team. And at the end of the day, even though Brady, a lot of people might say wasn't for the good of the team, I think in the end, where we are a few years later, stuff happens, you know, and I still look back on that relationship fondly. I look back on all of Bill's relationships with his players and everyone fondly. But it's a new era. I feel great about where the Patriots are at right now. And
Feels like a younger generation, doesn't it?
It's just a new,
younger.
it's out with the old.
How do you feel good? They got y'all winning 7.5 games. That's
fine.
not going to make playoffs.
That's fine. I'm glad you brought that up. Right now, I believe 99% of the bets, the most bet thing in the NFL right now is the Patriots to make the playoffs at plus 240.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I saw that a lot.
Is that because it's a little redemption, you think?
Yeah, a little redemption. I think a lot of people think, too, just kind of like one of those new year, new me things, kind of like a revenge body type, if you will, both for the Patriots as a whole and of course, Bill in his brain. Because
and body and life.
Oh, yeah, he looks great. He's crushing it. I saw him, you know, laughing and spinning his whistle and kind of just
I saw him
strolling
walking down the street, I think. Where was that at?
I don't know. Probably Nantucket.
yeah.
If I
think
had,
it was
if I had to
Nantucket.
guess.
I saw him walking down the
Beautiful.
street.
What was he doing?
What are we talking about? Are we talking about the Patriots right now, or are we
Yeah.
talking about Bill Belichick?
Both. What's
was he
the
doing
difference?
walking down
Oh,
the
because
street?
it sounded like we were talking about Bill Belichick and what he decided to do with his personal life that the whole world is now speculating.
Whoa, what
Oh, I don't even know.
That's what
I
you're
missed
talking
it. No,
about?
I don't even know what you're talking about right now.
Oh,
I'm
me?
being really honest. Yeah.
I thought that's what you were talking about.
I saw him walking down the street with his eyes on the ball. I didn't see anything other than that.
Well, the ball is the program.
Yeah, exactly. And the
Yeah.
program is the Patriots. So we're talking about Bill and the Pats.
What are you talking
mean?
about, AJ? You were kind of alluding to something there.
I have no idea what this picture is or what you're alluding to. Bill.
They're saying Bill Belichick's single for the first time. Whoa.
Whoa.
No.
That's what the internet's saying?
That's what the internet is saying.
Oh, so you did see it. Okay, so that's what you were talking about.
No,
Got it.
I wasn't talking about that. I saw it, but I was completely just talking about the team and Bill Belichick. Now that you brought that up, I can see.
Yeah, because I heard you say 20 years of Tom Brady.
Yeah.
It was also...
What's going on?
Right?
Oh, with his former lover?
Allegedly.
Yes. He was with her for a long time. 16 years is what some people have on the books.
Look out for Bill Belichick. We know that he's been squatting and everything.
Yeah.
He's going to be, you know what I mean?
He's out to prove something because there's been a lot of talk about Belichick and the Patriots for a long time, or at least this last year. It's been loud, and we all know. Yeah, Bill, he doesn't give anything away. He sees everything. He hears everything. He knows what people
He's
are
all
saying.
knowing.
Yes.
What if Bill starts dating Taylor Swift?
Can't rule it out.
What if he goes after some of Paul Pierce's gals that he brought on with Garnett?
See, that's where you're wrong, AJ. Those are Bill Belichick's gals. Paul Pierce and after them.
Okay. All right. We don't know. We hope everybody's happy.
My girlfriend for the day.
That's what we hope.
Girl for the day.
Paul Pierce is awesome, by the way. For that.
How about Kevin Garnett like that? We are live. Right now. We are live.
Nah, man.
What was that on?
New
Like NBA
website.
TV or what was it?
I think it was on YouTube, but it's by the KG Certified, which is with Showtime.
How about him at the end?
So pumped.
How about him at the end opening his phone?
Oh shit.
No idea.
Just keep living, bub.
Yeah. Doing it.
There's one other gal that he could go after that I'm not going to mention, but I don't think he'll do that. That'd be the ultimate.
Oh, my
spite.
God.
Who, Paul Pierce or Bill Belichick?
William Belichick.
What girl?
Giselle.
I don't know. Just a couple of them.
Whoa.
Everybody needs to relax.
Zion?
We just hope everybody finds
didn't
love
say
in
that.
their own way.
Yeah.
I don't know what you
Oh,
guys are
Zion,
talking
you're right. You're right. Zion's girl.
I think she
What if
might
Bill
be
shows
pregnant.
up with her?
Mariah posted she was pregnant.
Yeah, and it could be Bill's. I mean, we don't know. But
Well, these are all.
Might be.
We hope everybody's happy. Hey,
Yeah.
good luck to everybody with their happiness.
yeah,
right.
T's and
Does that
P's.
shock you if it was Bill?
No.
Would it be shocking? Nick, nothing really shocks us anymore.
If
Nah.
Bill Belichick was the father of Mariah Mills' baby, the lady who got the Zion tattoo and banned from Twitter in the same exact week, I'd be startled. I'd
Name
be
that
shocked.
killer party.
I would be shook if that was the case. That there were stories coming out that Bill Belichick on a Sunday
Bill's a
night.
dog.
What would it take to shock AJ Hawk? Would that surprise you if Bill Belichick?
That would surprise me. It would not shock me. Like, there's not much that is shocking anymore.
Oh, I mean, if it was Blue Earth and we heard Bill Belichick was taking ayahuasca and doing that would also shock me.
Right, what was that? That was a year ago.
Yeah.
That was a year ago.
Yeah,
You're
right
going
around
right
this
now.
time.
He's wearing robes and beads and stuff. That'd be amazing.
On the sideline.
Imagine Bill Belichick going into a dark cave for. What if he just starts doing a full want to find myself?
Automatic Super Bowl.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Look out.
Well, that's what people are saying with the rumors too.
Man.
Let's go to the fact he can spend more time in football.
Yeah.
It
Hope
does.
he's
stink.
okay.
We hope everybody's happy. Everybody.
Yeah.
Me too.
Really?
I mean, that is not an easy. Shit, that's a long time. If that's happening, what's it? He takes like what, a week off, so he had to handle that all in a week.
Yeah.
pretty much?
Yeah, exactly. And that's why the Nantucket is that's where he always goes for that time. So a lot of the assumptions are that is where.
So everybody in Nantucket is just like, Bill Belichick's coming here. Everybody be cool.
Exactly. Bingo.
The guy gets 4 days off.
Yep.
He's going to be here.
Yep.
He's going to go into the grocery store to act like a human. You act like humans as well. Just kind of understood up
Is
there.
it a very affluent place?
It is very affluent. All the prices there are ridiculous. I do know for a fact, neighbors, Chargers fans, he's got some bushes that kind of divide the two houses and cover the ocean view. Chargers fans walk over to Bill. Bill, garage door open. He's lifting weights. They ask him if he would cut his bushes down. He said no. Told him to fuck off.
We need to see this.
Yeah, that is a real
video?
story.
That's a real story that's been told? Or?
I know the Chargers fans. So that is what happened.
Has that been documented?
I don't know if it's been documented. He didn't actually say fuck off, but he did say no, I'm not doing that.
You see the landscape architecture. You're just gonna,
Not a chance.
Then I got the other side, you see.
Yeah, fuck.
I don't have time. I got 4 days off. Yeah, that's what we're saying. We're here like
the whole summer. Can you please just cut those hedges? No.
Bill's awesome. Yeah. Hey, thank you for your commitment to football, Bill.
Yeah, love you, Bill.
Let's go to some phone calls here as we wrap up this. Dan Orlovsky's a good guy Thursday.
Yeah. Well,
let's see if he answers.
Might be.
Might.
You call him again? What are you trying to see if he sent the check?
It's a good idea.
He started like sweating more and rubbing his head when you said 5K.
We haven't got the wire yet.
Oh, it's 10K.
I know. So he might be dead.
Tone said the wire's not here yet.
I don't make the rules either. He doesn't answer us. It's 15, right?
Yeah, it has to be. Where do we double it?
For those that don't know, Dan Orlovsky lied. People died.
Yep.
Is he on ESPN today?
I don't know. Is the sky blue?
That's a good question. Right now, it's
Not
kind of
today.
smoky.
Today it's actually not.
Yeah, it's kind of smoky, the AQI.
I don't know. I just looked out that front door. It looks like the sun's out. It didn't rain, Pac-Man. Just something to think about.
What's that? Yeah, I guess it's only gone down to 15%. It went from 55 to 15% outside. Little slight gust, 8 miles an hour. I almost feel, though, like...
What's the AQI?
It's high.
Very high.
That should be a big part of it.
Unhealthy.
I kind of want to, like, talk about... I think we want you to run with a good hammy, though, don't we?
I agree.
Yeah, 100%.
Yes, we do.
Definitely.
Yes.
You really do?
Even me betting
excuses.
over 4.5.
I don't want him to pop that thing all straight off the bone if he tries to go out there and he runs a 4.3, but he rips his hamstring off.
I'm cool with that.
No, you shouldn't be.
If he runs a 4, he's not going to run a 4.3.
It takes, what, 2 weeks? I'm saying, like, if I pull it.
Yeah, but, like, also...
No point.
There's no game tomorrow. Yeah, it's all right.
You're not going to...
play ball no more.
No, yeah, you're right. You got nothing to save
Coaching
it for.
football would suck.
So you're just going to run right now? Is that what we're doing? Is that what we're... Are we
AQI
gonna
is
do it?
currently very unhealthy out there.
Really?
Yeah.
What
not
is
doing
it?
a triathlon.
The rain was supposed to get the AQI better.
Out, yeah.
So now that the rain's not coming, it feels like we're going to have to sit on another AQI.
Son of a bitch.
I'm about sick of the AQI being what it is.
It was so bad in the city again.
Call AQ. Can you call AQ? We got to talk to him about this fucking eye.
Yeah. Ask him where I is.
How did these fires start and why are they still burning?
And
There's a lot of stuff.
why is it here for the first time ever?
Mm-hmm.
The guy that I showed, we used his graphic from Wish TV yesterday. Currently at 156, which is unhealthy, but we're going back down. Which is good. We're almost on the orange there. The guy that we used the graphic of yesterday about Wish TV, about Dubai's at this, Indianapolis is at this, these other cities are at this, he gave an explanation about the ceiling and the winds and why it's sticking around. This graphic, the guy that made this, I did not know that a human made this. I just thought the network made this. I would have given credit to the human. If I would have seen it, I apologize. But he followed up with an answer about, like, I guess the ceiling right now is dense, and then there's a wind.
The wind isn't coming in. I saw that tweet as well. Like
But
the
first
wind.
time ever, is that what they're saying? I don't like when first time evers happen. I always enjoy when they say, this is the blank since blank.
Right.
Because then we know the Earth has seen it before. Like, oh, this hasn't happened since 1920. Well, in 1920, they had to be fucking mind blown.
Yeah, right. Sure.
Just like we are, because who knows how they even handled it. Anytime you hear, like, hasn't happened ever, it's like, all right, well, let's talk about this now.
Yeah.
Well, how in the hell do you know?
Joining us now, ladies and gentlemen, is a man who might know about it. His name is in the fucking title of what we're talking about. AQ Shipley.
Here we go, AQ.
AQ.
Where are we at here?
AQ.
There we go.
AQ.
Yeah.
The AQI. What's this doing to the AQ name, and why is it happening the way it is?
Air quality index. Isn't that what it means?
Yes.
Yeah,
Bingo.
Nailed it.
All right. Thank you, AQ Shipley. Thank you, buddy. Good to see you, AQ. That was really good. Let's go to the phones. That is exactly what it is. He got it right.
He nailed it.
I have never seen somebody get something more right more quick.
That was unbelievable. How do you know?
Let's go to Jackson in Florida on the 500 phone line. Jackson, what's going on, pal?
Hey, how we doing? Keep it moving.
Hell yeah, Jackson. Go ahead, bub.
Hey, so before I get going, congrats on the big moves upcoming, and Ty and AJ, go Pack, go.
Hell yeah.
Want to talk about potential vitamin use in the NFL for players. Obviously, the NBA turned a full 180 It seems like a good time for the NFL to do this. We got bigger stories going on with the gambling. We got a new NFLPA executive director. We got one of the faces of the league and Aaron Rodgers talking about plant medicine. What are your thoughts, and how does that kind of thing come to be?
Good call, Jackson. I think we're right alongside everything you're saying.
Yep. Yeah.
It would be an easy, and I guess with the players kind of fucking up here with the gambling, even though the NFL takes money from gambling places, which is always going to be how it is with business. It used to be like this with alcohol. Players couldn't promote any alcohol. They actually made a mockery of that with the Patrick Mahomes thing with Coors Light Beer, because that used to be the actual rule. Players and coaches were not allowed to promote alcohol. Even though you go onto a football field, there's a chance that I could punt a ball in warm-ups into the Crown Royal suite that is on the field itself, right around kids and everything like that. So that rule changed, obviously, because it was archaic. The gambling one will never change. And right now, it's like the players look stupid. So if the NFL kind of gaining an advantage, public perception-wise, players look dumb, players are fucking up, and they were also to be like, we're also not testing for marijuana. It wouldn't be a bad leverage play PR-wise for the NFL to do that, but the NFL would want that to be the main focal point of the conversation, that they're giving up testing marijuana, because they would want a victory
They want something.
Yeah, they would want a victory lap for that as well. They would want to be celebrated. So I think you're on to something there, Jackson, but I don't think the timing necessarily makes sense in my eyes, AJ.
Well, I think the owners absolutely 100% know it's just a matter of time before it is legal in the NFL and they stop testing for it. They've already backed down on the testing, I know that. But they're just waiting for when they want to negotiate. Hey, what do we want to – we don't care about testing for weed, but we do care about money, so we're going to use this when it comes to negotiating something where we can get some more money back.
And hopefully Lord has that already thought about his counterpoints to it all,
Right. Yep.
and everything. You know what I mean, Pac-Man?
And I think it would be good for him to say, hey, I got this done.
Roger Goodell or Lord?
No, Lord. You're just getting in his spot. But I don't think, what is it, 15% now I think the test went down to. But you know how it goes. It's business. So they want us to give up something to get something. I forget what we gave up last time to get the test to go down.
17 games.
Yep.
Yeah, the games. That's what we did. We did the games.
I think that was a part of it.
Yeah.
Sure.
We gave up something.
Thursdays.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's some breaking news coming out of New England. It's not about Bill and his personal life. It is about linebacker Jawan Bentley getting a deal done with Bill Belichick. 2-year, $18.75 million max deal. Includes $9 million fully guaranteed. This is continuing to be saving money, or what is this here, Boston Connor?
Yeah, I think clearing up more space for a possible 1-year deal, because I know they want to do multi-year deals, but maybe if there's a superstar out there for a 1-year deal, it gives you a little – anybody. It could be Dalvin Cook, could be DeAndre Hopkins, could be, Thomas Morstead. Who knows?
Whoa. Thomas Morstead's on the Jets. I don't know if that's
Son of a bitch. I thought he was a free agent.
But there is a lot of moves being made right now.
Yeah, which I do.
To clear space for next year's cap.
Yeah, which I love.
Guys are getting paid. We're happy for that.
Right
Congrats,
now.
Jawan.
Jawan Bentley, definitely our best run stopper, middle linebacker by far. But knowing the timeline that Rap Sheet talked about with, July, mid-July, kind of when those guys start to get signed, the free agents, hopefully that's kind of matching up here.
Let's go to the phones. Let's go to Brandon in Indiana. What's going on, Brandon?
Ty, you're fired. I've got two things for the team here.
That's supposed to be
the smoke conspiracy.
Is that Trump?
First time anybody's ever seen it. That seems kind of odd. So may want to look into that, Boston Connor, when you get on TikTok later.
What do you say?
Has anybody been to Canada to actually see it?
I don't have
Pat
TikTok.
Manuel
That's a
just-
China.
What
the
is your-
goddamn China app?
What is your? I think we're on TikTok. What is your problem? I don't either, but I think the show is on there.
Yeah, we are.
That's the show's problem.
Well, you're right. The show's making decisions out here. I didn't hear one thing though about
me neither
the other day from.
Oh no! After the show.
Oh really?
I asked him.
He said, "Delete TikTok right away." The
ESV.
China
He
guys have
gets
their
it.
fingers all over it.
Oh, I did not hear that.
That was a huge chat-com.
Sorry about it, talk. Jeez.
Yeah, don't worry.
I didn't know that was a thing.
If China's watching Talk's phone, they're probably turning it off because they don't want to see what's on there.
All right.
Pac-Man, go put some product on that fire.
Hell yeah, Brandon.
That was a fucking fire call. Yeah.
You wanted to fire him immediately.
What did he say?
Pac-Man, go put some product on your fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I think he said, if you guys think this is the first time, fucking go look at TikTok.
First time for what?
That is basically
smoke,
what
I
I
think.
heard. Yeah.
TikTok showed that we had this in the past.
Apparently.
I have no idea what that guy was saying.
Me neither.
But I did like that he came
You're fired.
I like that he came in early and fired Ty, though. He kind of did that for us.
Yep.
You're fired.
Sounded just like Trump.
We need to have that guy on so you and him can talk about playing Thunderball against each other.
Sounds good. I don't think we're going to, though, because his main advocacy right now is just to make me feel bad and feel like I'm the worst person on the face.
Hey, guilt trips are tough,
Did he
though.
block you yet?
I don't like guilt
He
trips.
did block me. He blocked me and then DM'd me
Oh,
immediately
he blocked
afterwards.
them after sending the email
Which is
to the
fine.
boss man.
Yeah, I mean, it's all right. You guys are going to shake hands afterwards. I know it. I can tell it. He's been in media a long time. Let's go to Gavin in Arizona on the 500 phone line. What's going on, Gavin?
How we doing? Keep her moving.
Hell yeah.
This is a debate my buddies and I always have. So you can pick any par 3 in the world, and you have water but no food. Are you going to hit a hole in one first, or are you going to starve first?
Oh.
Interesting.
Water but no food.
Yep.
Any hole in one, any par 3 in the world.
I don't know any par 3s. What do you mean? They're famous par 3s?
No, so like I think you could. Yeah, TPC Sawgrass has that.
So
Obviously.
Island Green.
Pebble Beach.
Pebble Beach.
He's saying like
And then down at Amen Corner 12 at Augusta.
Yeah.
I think
He's
that's
saying
a famous one.
You could find like an 80-yard par 3 out there.
Yeah, your local muni.
Take shots at it all day.
The one at LACC.
And then my body just has to not starve itself to death.
Yep.
And then I have to hit a hole in one.
Yeah.
I think I'd be able to hit a hole.
Oh.
Like
because you can last You can last like over a
Days.
week without food, but like 3 or
yeah.
4 days you're gonna be dead without water. So he's saying, are you going to?
You got water.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've heard people water for 40 days.
Yeah, Russell Okun just did it.
Yeah, so I got 40 days straight just to try to hit a fucking hole in one.
I think I could hit a hole in one
You're definitely
before I die.
I think you put one in accidentally.
I think
Yeah.
Oh,
Definitely.
Yeah, you think.
In
But then you're dead if you don't, so you better lock
you know how many
in.
balls you could hit at a green in a week?
There's probably a 50-yard par 3 too. So
We got to find that.
yeah.
par 3 course.
Because it's not just necessarily at the beginning you're going to want that, but once you get like malnourished and tired, you're going to be hitting the driver off that thing.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Putting it.
Trying to get it
Yeah,
in
can we
there.
go to a par 3 course? Because there's a lot of 50-yard par 3s at par 3 course.
Yeah, he said any in the
Any
world.
par 3 in the world.
Yeah, we'll go to Scally's.
Does watermelon fall under food?
What's that, pal?
Does watermelon fall under food? Sure does. Ooh. Little loophole, I like to call that.
Sounds like you got your answer back there.
Anything you chew.
Celery.
Ross Chastain's winning out there.
Yeah.
Can you drink your own pee out of a life straw?
You don't need
have
to.
to.
You have
You got
water.
water.
Yeah,
Sure
unlimited
as hell
water.
can.
Listen, if you want to drink your piss, do it. All right? We're sick of you
I don't
talking
want
about
to.
it.
I don't want to at all.
I'm sick
just
of you
saying,
talking about it.
You do.
I want to see if someone drinks their own pee out of one of those life straws, if it works.
It does. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
There's people that actually shoot it up and then they just.
Yep.
Down into the
Attach
stuff.
it to the tip of their little donger, and then they just drink it right out of there.
No, they shoot it up and then they're.
Yeah, they piss
Oh,
straight
they
up.
catch it in that. That's way more impressive.
Talented.
That's amazing.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's the type of people we're dealing with
Congrats
on the
to those
Appalachian
people.
Trail.
Yeah. Easier if you lay
You
on
think
your
they
back.
like life straws? They don't like life straws.
Life straw products do not remove dissolved salts and are not designed to be used to drink non-diluted urine. Because of this, we do not recommend drinking urine with any life straw product in even low amount. See what our show's doing, saving lives.
Yeah.
That's smart.
But you can drink diluted urine.
So you got to put a little water in your urine.
Yeah, it just says they don't recommend it. Doesn't mean you can't do it.
Well, I thought we was using the life straw because we didn't have water.
No, life straws to pull out water from
you
like
could use like river water to dilute your pee.
You're right.
Yeah.
I mean, we're using a life straw because we don't have water.
No, we do have water. We don't have clean water.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you could use the life straw and find like animal poop and shit like that, and stick the life straw and suck all the water out of there, and it's basically like having a bottle of Dasani.
Will it be a smoothie or will it be just straight water?
I think it's just straight liquid.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm happy we all have at least one of these on us at all times.
Always.
Oh, big deal going on with Costco right now, buying those. 8 packs.
8 packs for life straws?
Yeah, you want me to get you one?
Well, don't waste your money there.
You know what's
okay?
interesting is there's a chance that we never find out. You know?
Yeah.
I hope we don't.
That's not a bad business to be in.
Right.
You never know. You know?
Might happen.
What
The
would you-
prepper, like the prepper community.
Well, I know there's breakout cars and vehicles and rooms that are certainly going to be used at all times, especially because you got to be ready. But that life straw is when push comes to shove.
Yeah.
You know, that is.
If you really need that, yeah.
That's the last line of defense. And if it doesn't work, the other people that told you it was going to work and made money off it, so sorry, fuck.
Yeah.
And then they're all dying too.
Exactly.
Not a bad business.
Interesting.
Very.
So Drew Rosenhaus is getting investigated by PETA,
Yep.
right? Because of him touching that shark. I believe the police are looking for the video of Tyreek Hill saying, Oh, go on.
Bop, bop.
On a guy's back of his head. That's updates on those.
They have it, don't they? Don't they say they got to put out the body cam footage?
Oh yeah, the NFL asked for it.
Oh, the NFL.
Yeah.
Sorry, the NFL asked for it for their own investigation.
The police didn't care, but the NFL said we need to fucking look into
Roger
that.
Goodell said, I seen you guys not care before, and then I say something, then all of a sudden I'm the one that gets dumped on and not you guys.
Exactly.
So we need to go ahead and see that and see what's going on, just so we can clear ourselves from any future what the fuck moments like we have had in the past. There's something else popping off with body cam. Oh, yes.
Oh.
This cop, have you seen this?
Oh, the guy that went after the mass shooter?
Yep.
Listen, talking to family, talking to kids, just like serving the community, this cop, having a full on, hey, just do this.
Make sure you wear your seatbelt.
Wear your seatbelt. Probably go try hard in school. Like, and then all of a sudden, pop happening, and like, go find some safety. And then in a minute, it's a span of an entire minute, a police officer's life goes from talking to a kid about wearing a seatbelt and being a good human to, holy shit, there is a mass shooting going on.
Right now.
I'm the only human here that can stop this, and I also have to radio it in so we can get help. I need all the help we can fucking get. There is a shooter here. And then hide, and then and then hide, and then boom, and then fucking kill a guy who certainly would have just accidentally, even no matter how bad of a shot, accidentally would have hurt numerous more people, killed more people. If there was any fear at all in this dude's heart, more people are dead.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was awesome to watch, and I'm happy that that is the body cam footage that we got to see as opposed to what it normally is. Shout out to this guy. I forget his name.
I don't think they released his name.
It was where?
It was in Texas somewhere.
Plano, I think. I think it maybe no.
Yeah, he single-handedly did it. You can see he's talking to those people, and he goes to his car, gets the old rifle, and runs what seems like 800 yards, and then boom, takes this guy out, and he says, "Oh, he's down. I got him." And then he takes off and goes and does something else.
Allen, Texas.
Allen,
Texas.
Guy didn't even get inside. Like, he kills the guy outside, too. And usually, like you just mentioned,
Well, wasn't he inside shooting or no?
Yeah, well, he killed him outside. I don't know if he was inside, to be honest.
But I don't
with you.
think
There was a
anyone died,
bunch
right?
of gunshots.
Bro,
oh,
it was-
really? Didn't get anybody?
it
There
was-
was a lot of gunshots.
It was a firefight.
Yeah, it felt like.
Well, no, I'm saying when he was running in beforehand, I felt like
yeah.
I don't know how many shots there was, but there was a bunch you heard.
I can't remember, but I don't know if anyone died. I didn't see other than the
happened
shooter.
on May 6th.
May 6th?
I think.
Man, shout out to that guy.
Yeah, that was unbelievable.
We appreciate the hell out of you, dude, honestly. And you hope that every cop is prepared and in that situation. 8 people died that day. Could have been so much more. And obviously, we're very sad that 8 people died. And we hope that that type of shit doesn't happen anymore. Although it's becoming far too fucking common, it feels like, in the society in which we're in. And we hope it gets figured out. But like cops, you hope that the cop that shows up on the scene in which you are needing help or needing to be saved is able to execute the preparation and the planning. But in humans, not everybody's going to be able to do that. So this guy showcasing his training, and then in the moment when push came to shove, he showed up. Fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Absolutely awesome. I'm happy we have that type of guy out there, AJ, and thankful that that is his profession. You know what I mean?
Well, what was awesome is he hears the gunshots. He's talking to the little kids and family, and he doesn't like stop to radio, where he grabs his rifle and he just starts sprinting towards the gunfire. And then that's when he's like, oh, I should probably call in some backup for this one. And as he's running towards it.
It's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Legend.
Shout out. Speaking of shout outs, shout out to Tom Cruise. Just saw another behind the scenes footage of the most recent Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
That scene was in there?
Yes.
Where? At the end?
Yes.
At the end, yep. And it was sick.
You saw it, though.
I saw that.
You got it.
I saw that Tom saw your kind words, though, and
Yeah, Mission Impossible did post.
he runs that account.
Us approved. Tom knows. Tom has heard about us.
Man, we got to get him on.
I approved the movie without even seeing that scene.
Yeah.
Or the motorcycle scene.
Right. It was all in like the last hour.
Yeah.
You ever seen Magnolia?
Yeah, Chip and Joanna Gaines.
Nope. It's a Tom Cruise movie, one of his best. He has long hair. It's great.
Frank J. Mackey.
Oh.
He plays a great character. Really kind of out of the normal range of what he normally does. Even though he does everything, I guess. He has the ultimate range. But he plays like a
self-help
what would you call it, Ty?
Self-help guru.
Oh.
It sounds like AJ's trying to kind of put Dahn TC.
No, this movie is awesome.
No, trust me. My whole college, that's all we did was say Magnolia lines to each other on the field. because of Tom Cruise.
Okay.
Wow. Tom Cruise is the reason why you won 5 overall.
That's sweet.
In those big moments, whenever the intensity and anxiety could have been high, AJ looks around the group and says, hey, boys, insert line here from Magnolia. Wow, I didn't know that. Congrats to Ohio State having this guy as their guru.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this?
Can't wait to watch this.
It is a good movie.
It's like Tom and the Last Samurai.
Whoa.
It is very. It's kind of bizarre.
Yeah, it's a little out there, but it's good.
Well, if AJ Hawk is recommending it,
then yeah.
I am.
So is General Bob is a big fan. General Bob knows every line still.
That's a game changer.
Yeah, let's give him a call and see if he's.
But we know he loves outlines of Game of Thrones and all that. He has a great memory.
Can somebody how the Bob Carpenter? What's he doing like day to day right now?
Boozing.
Does a radio show every morning, 6 to 9 a.m. Works out before that, probably works out after that, and then goes and does 5 million other things. Bob's always on the move.
Driving the
Installing
HVAC.
Yeah.
He didn't answer. He must be in the middle of fixing an AC.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's go to the phones before we get the hell out
He
of
does a
here.
lot of serious stuff too. He does serious stuff with Jacob Hester.
Oh, that's a good pairing.
Meathead Radio, they call it.
Is that what its actual title is?
I don't know if it's the actual title. I think they self-proclaimed title maybe, and then Bob they have sweatshirts of it. I know I got a sweatshirt.
While
Meathead
they're bopping workouts before they go in.
Yeah.
Before they get behind the microphones, they're like Meathead Radio.
Yep.
That's what they're doing. You think, AJ?
Maybe. Yeah.
What's going on, in Sirius? Who's over there? People still over there, in Sirius? Howard Stern, still-
Howard Stern.
Conan,
Yeah.
Mad
Megan
Dog.
Kelly.
The doggy.
Yep, doggy.
I don't know.
NFL radio.
After that.
Sirius XM NFL Radio.
Got games.
Yeah, what is their future? Yeah, what does the future look like for Sirius? That's a question.
It's got to be music, right? Just music. So Warren Buffett owns it, and Warren Buffett owns a bunch of the cars too. So I think Sirius is always going to be on like cars.
There are a ton of music stations.
So I think music probably is the thing. They just wanted to take place of radio, I think, is what they wanted. So if you own all the cars, then you can own your own radio thing.
And it is nice if you're driving like long distances. They still have like all the NFL channels where you can listen to every NFL game if you want to. Like that.
You just do it on your phone though. You just go to the app on your phone.
NFL Plus. Playing phone tag with Dan Orlovsky.
Okay.
Again.
If he doesn't answer, I'm done with him.
Yep.
I already join the club.
He's answered. He's about to answer.
I got a zit on my nose. It's going to hurt so bad. I'm seeing it right now. It's right here. Hi, Dan.
What's up?
We just want to let you know you look properly jocked right now.
Oh, my God.
Properly jocked.
We're live. Don't swear.
We're live. We're live. Yeah, everybody doesn't need to hear a fudge or anything out of you. We want to let AJ just said a very good compliment. Hey, we want to let you know that we thought maybe we were a little hard on you earlier, but you need to hear it. So we just needed you to know that. And also, has the check already been written for 5, 10,000? What is the
10, 15.
What did we end up 50, 20? What did we end up on? And is everything all right?
Everything's great. I have not written a check yet. Mainly just because I don't know who the check is going to go to, or if there's going to be multiple checks. Maybe a couple different charities can benefit a little bit. I don't think I'm going to let you kind of peer pressure me into writing a $10,000 check. Since I literally did the right thing, just was dumb. But I'm going to write a check.
For 5.
I'm going to write a check.
5.
Ask him how much.
Who was
Or
keeping the
5.
scorecard?
Is he
How much?
supporting the troops?
I mean, I haven't made that decision.
Oh, no.
$1,000 is a lot of money, dude. For literally me texting you, hey, I just want to let you know, there's 3 holes that were under construction. The course was super wet.
5K.
Trying to do the right thing.
All right, you will. We know you will. And if you don't, we feel obligated to be the ones to tell you.
Yep.
Yeah.
So don't hold that against us. Yeah, you muted yourself. That's good. You played yourself. Yeah, you muted. All right, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it.
This guy.
Sounds like asking me $500.
Yep. It does.
Don't love that.
Yep.
Well, he hates charity.
Yep.
Last
He has to be so mad. He has to be so mad about this whole situation.
So I was forced to, not forced. I got to. Never do it again, but I got to. At one of those charity events with all the yups, you know what I mean? They asked me to MC it and MC the auction.
You'd be great at that.
That's what everybody says. And turns out I was okay at it. I was pretty good at it. But then there came a point in time where it was just, hey, we need people just to donate money for no reason.
Oh.
We're not giving them any money, anything. There's nothing to bid on. We just need to get to a number. So we just need you to pay. You just need to give money.
Get to the goal.
You just need to fork over $100,000. Somebody needs to fork over $100,000. So I was being told that information. Hey, we need another $100,000 in here. I'm like, okay.
Good luck.
Go out there and get it. Never felt more uncomfortable. Now, it's for philanthropy. It's for charity. Poor Anthony Costanzo, though. He had just signed a deal.
Oh, no.
And he was right there. He was right there. And he was there. He was forced to be there.
Yeah.
And I was kind of forced to be there. And I was trying, hey, they're saying, you just saw a lot of really good things go, and you all chose not to buy them at a price that was sufficient enough for us to get out of here. So we just need people to walk out of here with nothing, but also give us a large amount of money. That's what I'm being told. Nobody can leave until we... So let's go ahead and do that.
Someone step up.
Obviously, nobody did. Crickets.
Sure.
Okay.
And it's at this situation where I'm the guy that's going to have to donate this to get the fuck out of here. So automatically, I'm not doing the whole thing.
Right.
Costanzo, what a hero. You know what I mean?
Great guy.
Full on. What a hero. This guy just signed a deal, came here today, loves to do it, was actually waiting for this moment to step up for this entire. Me and Costanzo, we're going 50-50 on this thing. Anthony Costanzo, you're such a good guy. You know, place.
Yeah! Costanzo.
All right, we got it. We're going to get out of here. What a night well done. I'm out of there. Costanzo on the way out. The fuck was that? $50,000? $50,000? Dude, I would have had $5,000, $10,000, $50,000. Is that what you just told these people I'm going to donate? Well, yeah, I'm donating 50. Hey, what about me? He was like, I wasn't the one stuck on the stage. I am so sorry. I think I ended up giving like more than he did.
Yeah.
But he stepped up to the plate. And when we were doing that to Dan earlier, I felt like I was right back on that stage. Dan Orlovsky, yeah, with Anthony Costanzo. Anthony Costanzo, a little different checkbook than Dan Orlovsky.
Yeah. A little bit.
Dan's got 10 kids, but Costanzo just so mad, but then was like, no, I got to do it. I'm like, you actually don't. I was just trying to get the fuck out of here. Good guy, Anthony Costanzo. Good guy. Bad people, those auctions.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Hey, you've been to those events, I assume.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It definitely helps when there's a legit auctioneer to keep it moving, though.
I fucking hated it. I've never hated something more than doing it.
Of course, you don't want that role. You got to hope someone's drunk and buys a bunch of stuff. Like I remember being at a golf event in Green Bay years ago, long time ago. Guy got drunk, ended up buying a canoe, ended up buying a Paris Hilton signed guitar. Didn't even know who Paris Hilton was. Bought all kinds of awesome stuff because he was hammered and having a great time.
Love that.
Yeah,
awesome.
Beast.
Yep.
And that's how they signed. That's how they signed General Bob Carpenter.
Exactly.
That canoe.
Yep.
That canoe sale, they went right into the handshake, and it was a $5,000 handshake with Bob Carpenter.
Yes.
So fucking sign me up. You guys have been cheating forever over there, right? Just now it's time to admit it.
What do you mean?
You guys have been paying players, doing the backdoor, side door stuff, everything like that.
College visits.
That's why you guys have been good for so long?
Not to me. Not to me, buddy. I wish.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Because you had no leverage. They knew.
They probably thought I was a snitch.
Oh, that looks so good.
They thought you were a snitch?
That's the only reason I could wonder why no one approached me.
Because you honor the flag?
Yeah, because you were a hell of a football player, weren't you?
Well, no, I'm just saying people like you from the outside, like, say, oh, everybody's getting paid there. I'm like, I didn't see it. I don't know.
So if it wasn't you, who would it be your number 5 overall pick?
Yeah.
Was it your roommates?
Well, we had some guys get suspended for certain things at times, too, but I don't know if it was actually money. It was like, oh, this car they're driving, it wasn't legal. The rules are so stupid.
Did you get a car?
If you took a meal, if someone bought your Chipotle, you could get suspended.
You weren't eating Chipotle. We know you would never do rice, right?
Yeah.
I love
just
Oh, no,
Chipotle
chicken and rice.
I love Chipotle.
Oh, my God. How many Chipotles were you purchased?
Yeah.
I mean, me and Mangold and my other roommate, Johnny, we walk there every day almost.
General Bob Carpenter has responded about the Tom Cruise. What was his exact quote, Zito?
He said that was Tom Cruise's greatest character.
Okay. Give that a watch tonight.
General Bob Carpenter is like Siskel and Ebert, too.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Are they
I mean,
dead?
it's a bizarre
No,
movie. I'm just letting you know.
No, they're crushing.
I believe Ebert's dead.
What do you
They're
think?
both alive.
They're both dead.
What?
AJ.
Who brought the fucking good news bear?
I'm thinking Siegfried and Roy.
No pizzazz in that.
I don't know, but they're the ones that do the thumbs up and thumbs down?
Yeah. 2 thumbs up or
And they're dead now. 2 dead thumbs. 4 of them, I guess.
Now it's Bobby Carpenter.
They gotta have
and
kids.
Herb Street.
Now
Yeah.
some tomato farmer does all the
Hey, rest in peace to Cisco and Ebert. Your thumbs, the most famous thumbs of all time.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Most famous thumbs of all time. Talked about. Revered.
Whoever invented the thumb war.
Don't talk about them, though. We talk about Cisco
we don't
and
know
Ebert's
who
thumbs.
did it.
Yeah, we know their names.
Bad news.
What's that?
Siegfried and Roy are both dead too.
Fuck.
I thought it was only one of them.
What's the deal? How come all these great tag teams of the past are just no longer with us?
Yeah.
Good question.
X-Pac and the Road Dogg, Jesse James, and the Badass Billy Gunn, and
They're still alive, yeah. The Generation X is running
Yeah.
WWE.
Don't tell me the fucking Viking Raiders are dead.
They're still alive. They were on TV a
Okay.
couple weeks
Holy
ago.
Okay,
shit.
good.
Zion and Mariah Mills both still
Eugene and The Rock are both still around.
Yep. Yep.
They had matches together.
One of the greatest of all time. They didn't have matches.
Yeah.
They had spectacles together.
True. Epic.
Yeah, championships.
Bob Backlund, too.
Yep.
Right? I mean, AJ, we should
knee
go through all.
walking. He's knee
Dongo,
walking.
Yeah.
Dongo.
Bob Backlund and Arn Anderson.
Ooh, the good old days.
Come on.
Knee walking on everybody.
There's no way. I've been boxing again. The arms are real tired.
Yeah.
Arms are real tired, AJ.
who did Pac?
Oh, you've been boxing on the Oculus, right?
Yeah, the Stairmaster was kicking my dick in too much. I said, I don't need this.
Both those things are very difficult.
Yeah, the Stairmaster.
The boxing is even harder.
The Stairmaster was like really starting to break me
I
mentally.
mean, the climber's the punishment. That was our punishment in college. If someone came late or missed class, they'd tape your arms to the climber.
Yeah, that's what I felt like every morning. I started thinking about it when I was going to bed. I'm like, I need to live a better life. I need not fear. So I've gotten back into the boxing, and I'll do a little Stairmaster. But the boxing, I couldn't pick myself up off the shitter because these things back here were a little bit too tight. A little bit of an issue. That's a great workout. They need to be marketing it strictly as a workout.
The shit is a workout.
It is unbelievable. They're saying it's just like boxing, too.
They taped your arm like SMU was doing or Texas Tech?
If a guy tried to lean on it too much or he tried to get off, like say you had an hour on the climber, I'd seen guys get their wrist taped to the rail.
Did that ever happen to you?
Talking about Craig James' son?
Yeah, I wouldn't touch. You can't touch the railing. That's the thing either. Luke Fickle would have punched my head off if I would have touched.
Yeah, see, I live by a different code on there. We're just getting through it.
That's right.
If the whole body needs to be used, we'll fucking use the whole body. If I need to put the arms down for a good 50 to 100 steps, I'm doing it. No problems. And then I'm checking my heart rate, 186. Whoa. I don't need to check that anymore. I'm close to dying. I don't want to see that on the screen. I already feel bad enough. Oh, no. It's not I don't have it today. Tomorrow I will.
Tomorrow you will.
Tomorrow I will.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so next week you're running.
Yeah.
There's another ball.
2 more.
Couple more.
If I make one of these, you're going 4 or 5 an hour.
It's real sunny out right now.
No, I just saw there's a severe.
We are in a severe T-storm morning.
Okay.
The wind is absurd, right?
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, we don't want to put all of
Pack, go swim across the ocean.
Who?
Sharks in there.
Yeah, he doesn't care about your livelihood.
Come on. What do we, there's lightning storms every day in here.
We're inside.
Yeah.
The Thunderdome. This is for 4 or 5 or better. Oh, yeah, we did it. Let's go.
All right.
I made Pac.
I can't wait to watch it. Next Tuesday.
Yep.
Next Tuesday, tentatively scheduled for Pac-Man to take on 40 yards at the age of 39.
That's the 4th of July, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, we're off actually next Monday and Tuesday.
Wednesday.
Now that
Wednesday.
now that I'm reminded, next Wednesday,
Thursday.
next Thursday, next Thursday,
This guy's going to push it.
1 week from today, Adam Pac-Man Jones will take on 40 yards, 120 feet. Will his 39-year-old ass be able to run a 4.50 or faster? Or will it be 4.51 or slower? If he goes 4.50 or faster, we will. What was it?
We will figure it out before next week.
No, I thought it was we were getting him
What are you doing?
parties.
Didn't Dan say he would triple it?
Oh.
Yeah, I thought we were.
I run 4.5 a bit.
What are we doing? We're donating somewhere? What are we doing?
Kind of got to put a part in his head.
A what?
A part? No way. 20-some months.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
I would never do that. See,
Right
you
here.
gambled off your hair, and now you're trying to do it again.
You can do a part on the side. You can do a part on the side.
Boys.
You do a bald fade. You can do that's easy.
Get it braided.
I don't hate the idea of
For a little
braid.
bit.
Oh, a braid.
braid.
Get the Michael Scott. One
Like
little
one
bead,
big
beaded
one going
braid.
down.
No, I would do one small one off the back
See, he looks excited for this, though.
because it'll be a long braid.
What about pigtails?
I won't do that.
Handlebars, not good.
See, I don't understand how this got to me as far as what.
Because you've been chirping
Dye the
quite
back.
a bit.
Yeah.
You have been chirping pretty loud.
I could dye
This
the
is
back.
personal between me and you.
Dye. I don't know about dye in the back.
Well, I'd probably
Back
just dye the
blonde.
whole
Bleach it
thing.
blonde.
Bro, why don't you just put a part on the side? I mean, what do we even?
Yeah. What's a part? I think that's where I'm losing everybody here.
Just a cut.
Just a line.
Like the picture you showed me.
Like just a line on the side
A
of
couple
my
of them,
head.
probably 3 of them, starting a little higher.
3?
Yeah, probably 3 different lengths.
I'll do.
Hey, Brian Brownsworth.
No ice.
Now I'm not sure what a part is.
No
If it's 3 different lengths.
You're not talking about up in the meat of it, right? You're talking on the side?
On the side.
You're
I
just
want
saying
you.
3 lines. Douche, douche,
Yeah,
douche.
those are sweet.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. I'll do 4 lines.
2 on each side?
Race,
Okay.
yeah,
3 and
race
1.
and
I
strike.
think 3 and
Yep.
1. I'd go 3 and 1.
Yeah, I'll figure out the numbers.
So you'll put four.
I might even do like half, stop, half. That's 1.
Don't be an asshole.
If I put 1 half, well, hey,
There's no reason to be an
What's
asshole.
going on in my head?
You should get Captain Ron's hair.
No.
Captain Ron.
That
You
was
know
pretty
what?
sweet.
Let's work on this by next Thursday.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll do a donation of some sort as well. We'll figure that out. But you have to do the Marty Smith Wemby ESPN.
Well, that's on the back though. I can't
Yeah, but
cut
on
the
the
back.
side. It has to be right there.
I have to put something on the side.
Yeah, JC, the back porch barber,
Okay.
has to put something in there if he runs faster than
Okay.
4.5.
Spaceship.
So you
Do a
said
spaceship.
you said Marty.
Rocket, a big,
That's Captain Ron.
thick
USA rocket.
rocket.
United States rocket.
Well, no, you just said Marty. That's kind of. What if I did Marty and McGee?
Okay, that could be something. Yeah, whatever you
Does
want.
JC have the capability of putting Marty and McGee on
Todd,
hitting
do
your
not
hair?
start. Todd.
Well,
Yes. What do you think? He's the
I
back
think
porch
so.
barber.
Are we sure?
Yeah.
Just because he can cut hair doesn't mean he can fucking put a lifelike image of Ryan McGee on the side of fucking his head.
You're just saying the words, right? M-A-R.
Oh, faces like Wemby. Like that's what I thought.
We don't have JC.
Like a jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like
Marty on one side, McGee on the other.
I'm thinking Mar,
Their
Ty,
faces.
Mick, Gee.
It's got no. He can definitely do it in that space. The full name, because he can go like corner to corner if he needs it.
All right, so we're doing something with your hair.
We'll figure it out.
And then a donation as well.
Okay.
All right. Good luck. You got 1 week to get that hamstring better. Mm-hmm. You better hope this AQI has a little rain coming.
That stuff on it.
Yeah, what was that stuff? He just said it's fixed. I didn't know that existed.
Yeah.
Sounds amazing. Adrenochrome, probably.
It is. Are you drinking? I'm not getting into it.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, don't.
What?
Can't do it.
I've heard the word. What is it though? What you said?
Con man knows a lot about adrenochrome.
Yeah, I've heard about it. I actually brought it up to Congressman Mike Gallagher. He
What'd
was
he say?
he was not as I'd say he was not as known as I think me and you are, AJ, in that world.
Yeah, I don't think I
Knowledgeable.
know the whole knowledgeable. Yeah, not known. He might. I don't know.
Oh yeah, we're not known in that world. Yeah, knowledgeable.
Adrenochrome is a chemical compound produced by the oxidation of adrenaline. It was the subject of limited research from the 1950s through the 70s as a potential cause of schizophrenia.
Yeah, that is not what it is.
I don't think
No,
Batman's taking a drink.
They say it's
from
like
his
the
hamstring.
say it's like Illuminati use it. It doesn't. They don't age. That's
Keeps
what
you
the
young.
Claim right now.
Yeah, it's like the blood drinkers.
The schizophrenia stuff is.
No, that might be the medical term, but that's not what it is today.
Is that what you're putting on your hamstring? You're putting the.
Nah.
It's not what the lizards are taking.
Well, they don't have to take anything
What is that?
except our form.
Let's get to a break.
Shapeshifters?
We're out of here.
Why don't you
We'll be
ask-
back tomorrow.
Ask your friend in a couple weeks.
I feel like we're completely out.
Steph Curry. That's who you're gonna ask.
How come Steph didn't come on the show?
I don't know. That upsets
He didn't know. He never knew he was coming on.
Probably.
We're going to watch him play golf tonight. We hope he loses
Yep.
terribly. Hope he loses bad.
Kelsey Mahomes, let's go.
Let's go, NFL.
Come on, NFL.
NFL. NFL. NFL. Hell. Why they got him going against a guy who's better at golf than professionals.
Right.
Yeah. Hopefully they
Scratch.
play around with the rules a little bit, because otherwise this is going to be.
Yeah, can we
not
roll
very
it? Can we fluff it a
I
little
think
bit?
it's a shamble. It sounded like a shamble. Like they both tee off. You both tee your drives off, and then you take the best drive, and you both play in from there.
Okay, so Steph versus Travis and Pat.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Sound like we're getting strokes, though, so.
If Steph's off, though, I mean.
I don't know.
I don't think they're getting scroked.
No,
I don't think
they're not
strokes.
getting
Why
strokes.
aren't we getting strokes?
Strokes are hard to explain on TV. I think.
Yeah, but why'd they even say the handicaps if we're not getting strokes?
I don't know. It's just
Great question.
We need to get Scruggs.
No Scruggs.
They're gonna show the handicaps.
Bro, it's a scramble, a shamble.
Is
a
Barkley
Scruggs
doing
are
it?
Huh?
Who's on the broadcast? Is it Chuck?
Charles Barkley, who, quote, has resurfaced of him saying, yeah, I like to gamble. What of it? I want to die with no money. My freeloading family doesn't deserve shit. It's awesome.
Legend.
All right, we'll watch that at 6:30, then we'll be back tomorrow with So Much Judgment.
Oh, my
Uh-huh.
We have a good show tomorrow.
Huge
People we got locked in.
Yep.
You know who I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
wait.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Be a friend. Tell a friend something nice. Might change your life. Big shout out to Lane Johnson, JC Tretter, Dan Orlovsky a couple times. And also his big time donation to multiple charities.
Great guy.
5K here, 5K there.
What?
Boom.
5K here,
What?
5K there.
What?
That's very nice of Dan Orlovsky to do that. We appreciate him. AJ, have a good one, pal. Thanks to Costanzo, and thanks to everybody being fantastic. We will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.
Smell me.